What's what? Oh,
It
well,
works.
It says we're working.
All right, Andrew has to do it from now on. I don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah, no kidding.
Anyway, hopefully that stays working. You know, one of these every day it's kind of weird.
Leave us a comment if it's working.
It would be such a horrible coincidence if it didn't work on a Friday. No, nobody would be mad about that, would they? Obviously, Dave taking the day to get ready. He'll be on stage tonight. Doors open at 7. If you're going, have a blast. Looking forward to hearing all the stories. Man, so let's see, we got that going on. Big weekend of just Cardinals baseball. We got a lot going on the show today. Ricky Horton, Bernie Miklasz, Alvin Reed, Dave Murray. So we're going to be all over the place for the next few hours. And Rach, this is going to be your second straight night, like things to do.
Wheels, I have to be social 3 nights in a row. I could not tell you the last time this happened.
Andrew, is that like not a Rachel record? Is that just like a human record?
Yeah, that's a lot. Three in a row is wild.
Luckily, they're all 3 fun things. Like last night was Donnie Bash.
Oh, how was that? How was it?
It was so fun.
Were you a little bit more of a celebrity now because you've been on the show?
Honestly, yes. So I basically went, like, Alvin put me on the guest list, which was very nice of him. But we had reserved seats, which when I went in 2024, it was just like open seating. We didn't have like special seats or anything. We were like right in the front. Ooh. I snapped a couple of photos. I'll show you guys on the break. But yeah, we were right like in the front.
Nice.
I was sitting next to Wendy Weiss's husband, who was extremely nice. And it was just a really, really good time. And I do just quickly, I want to say hello to Karen, who came up to me right after the show. She is a longtime DGS listener.
Hi, Karen.
And she said such incredibly kind things to me. I've thought about our conversation many times since last night, and just very grateful to her for coming and saying hi. She was wonderful. Also, Carol came up and said hi during like the mixer after Donnie Bash. She's a longtime DGS listener. And I wanted to say one more hello to the wonderful Angie Butts, our pal Steve Butts' wife, who is just a gem. And I really enjoyed speaking with her last night.
Cool.
So
sounds like you had a blast.
It was a really fun event. It was the kind of thing where I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of tired. We'll watch the live show, and then we'll kind of get out of there right away.
Yeah.
I stayed so long, I was basically asked to leave.
You closed it down, Rach.
I definitely closed it down.
They're like, last call. Rachel's like, no, I need another one.
Well, as you can imagine, Charlie Brennan is very popular at this event. So I just wanted to say hi because I hadn't seen him in person since I'd been on Donnybrook. And I was able to catch him like right as things were winding down. So we were talking for like a bit. And one of the wonderful women that work for PBS ended up coming up and being like, hi, thank you so much for being here. I did want to let you know that the venue is about to ask us to leave. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Did you know that I'm Rachel Zimmerman?
No, but it was really funny.
I am a part of the show. Thank you very much.
Very, very wonderful event. If you're a Donnybrook fan at all, I would encourage you to check out Donnie Bash. It's fun. It is a good time.
What's the vibe of the crowd when you're like at Donnie Bash?
Just very friendly.
Yeah.
Folks who, we all enjoy the same show. Everyone's passionate about like local issues, and everyone loves the panelists. So it's just very good vibes, fun times. And it's fun to see, it's like going to see a band you like in concerts. Like, that's them. They're up on the stage. It's the same thing with the Donnybrook panel. It's a really good time.
That's pretty cool.
And it's a huge fundraiser for 9PBS. And we're really lucky to have 9PBS. I've watched it my entire life, and just glad that they do so well. So I would encourage you to go if you are a Donnybrook fan. It's worth it.
Very nice. Very nice. So 3 straight nights. Andrew, what do you got going on? Anything exciting? I mean, you're going to the show tonight. I know you're looking forward to that.
Tomorrow I got to be over here like all day.
Here?
Well, not here in this building, just over in St. Louis.
Okay.
But it's going to be fun. I think I'm going to try. I think I got a thing to do in the morning, and then I think I might try and go see the new sloths.
Oh!
Sloths?
The baby slothses?
Possibly. And then...
how old are they now? I didn't see the official...
I have absolutely no idea.
I am surprised that these sloths have not taken over like St. Louis social media.
They were.
Well, they're not exactly fast movers,
right? But this is like primo. Like all the influencers would descend and film them. I'm just a little surprised that I haven't seen this. Andrew, you could start it off.
They're a little bit on the Zoo's TikTok. The Zoo's TikTok.
Okay. Oh my gosh! Speaking of local TikToks, the St. Louis Arch. Just look at their TikTok account. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
They like to use uncensored songs to promote their
Oh yeah,
content.
I have seen that.
That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
We don't need to get into it beyond that.
Yeah, people in the comments are like, "Man, Arch is kind of wild tonight."
The first one I saw, I literally commented and I said, "Excuse me." Like I didn't understand what I was seeing at first.
Man. Should I look at it on the work
You
computer?
should look at it on the break because
Okay.
if we play it during the show,
Okay, we got to be careful.
we will get in trouble.
All right. Keep it edgy, Arch. Let's go.
It's quite edgy.
All right. Kind of like it, man. What's wrong with that?
Oh yeah, but then tonight is Dave's show at Delmar Hall. Looking forward to that. If you're a DGS listener, please come say hi. We would love to talk to you.
I'm guessing we've heard by now that it's sold out or not. We had not heard. I know it was like down to like 15 or 20
Yeah,
yesterday.
let me look at the website.
Yeah, you can still check if you'd want. There's nothing wrong with that.
And then tomorrow night I have a dinner, which I'm really looking forward to. But it's 3 nights in a row. Whew, I'm going to be tired on Sunday. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I'm in the season where it's like 5 days a week outside of work stuff. Something going on, which not complaining because I choose to do it and I like to do
but
it.
it's not even really out because it's part of it is your other work, right?
Well, I mean, yes, kind of. I don't really see it as a job, but I mean, I get paid to do it. So, but it's a lot of time, but it's fun. Like it's an enjoyable thing. But like it's the time of year for me, April through, mid-July, where you see a lot more of the outside world than you see of your house.
Yeah.
And then like the rest of the year, it's a little bit more 50-50, a little bit half and half, but it's definitely, put it this way, time flies in the spring and summer for me. Because just a week goes by and you're like, oh my God, that week just went past.
When you said more of outside than your home, I got like a shiver down my spine.
It's just like, what's the ratio? What is the perfect ratio?
Viscerally upsetting.
For like 90%
for
home.
the room here. Is it really 90%?
Yeah, and then I'll go to Schnucks or whatever. That sounds good. But
I'm a pretty social person, but even then, the thought of less time at home is like very scary.
So what's your ratio? What's a good ratio? It's like Rach said 90-10.
I'll do I could do like a 65-35. But eventually, I'm going to need some solid recharge time.
So are we counting like time at work in this equation, or are we just counting like non-work hours?
That's
because if we're counting work, then I'm absolutely at best a 50-50.
Yeah,
and I'm okay with the 50-50. It's fine. I don't want to cut into my 50 too much. Having the downtime. Downtime's important.
Yes.
Got to have my video game time and movies and TV time and all that stuff. But I definitely lay on the side of a doer more than a watcher. I got to go do things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say I like to be at home, I like to be like in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
like if I can walk to the
distance.
park or something, that's great. Like I count that as being at home, technically.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
I update on the ticket situation for Dave's show tonight at Delmar Hall. There are some tickets left. So if you were on the fence, they've got some general admission tickets, and then they have a couple of seats if you would like to go like sit in front of the stage. So there is some availability if you'd like to come see Dave play tonight.
The stream is chiming in quite a bit today. Let's see. Missouri Matt says, "Hey guys, is it just me or you all sound very happy today? And I'm glad also no stream Friday didn't happen."
How come I can't see that comment? That's so
maybe
weird.
because your computer's being weird. Maybe that's the whole root of it.
Well, thank you, Missouri Matt. We are happy today. I feel like everyone's in high spirits
Friday.
today.
It's Friday. There's a big show tonight with with the Dave Glover band. Rach had
I had the time of my life
Fest
last night.
So yeah, I'd say Fridays are typically pretty happy around here.
And it's
we
kind of try to make Fridays a little bit more like a feel-good Friday.
I know it's gonna storm tonight or whatever,
Is
but
it?
it's so nice
bad.
out. It's so nice out right now.
It is.
Yeah,
It's beautiful. I walked like a mile downtown without even really realizing it. I thought, I'll go get a couple steps in, and then I checked my app whenever I got back to the station. I said, I walked 1.29 miles.
All right.
It's nice.
Jason says Andrew looks like he's remote from a cabin at the lake.
Yes.
So you're still in the chalet?
Well, what's funny, I mean, this is just the normal room that I'm normally in, guys. It's just I spruced it up a little bit. I made it a little bit.
You added a couch in the background.
2 couches. When I
imported a fireplace.
I moved this way and realized that there's actually another couch back there.
Yeah.
And there might also be a second fireplace.
Yeah.
This might be.
Whoa. 2 fireplaces.
This might be AI.
Andrew's turning into Elon with all
Might
the
be an
fancy
AI
stuff.
generated background.
Tell you guys about BioBalance Health. Dr. Maupin and Dr. Sullivan just had my pellets last week, and it's only been a week. It usually takes 2, but I'm already feeling different. Like, you can feel it. And I had kind of forgotten that because my laziness has caused me to be 6 months late on my pellets, and I have not been feeling great. And I knew what it was, and I would, fashion my lives that way, like, oh, Dave's so stupid. But Dave's real life was, not great without the pellets. And now I got him back, feeling much better. All you have to do is take a blood test, which we will set up for you. Dr. Maupin or Dr. Sullivan will read them for you. And if it's something other than your testosterone, thyroid, or something like that, we can help you, or you can go see your GP. Right next door is BioBalance Skin with Botox and chemical peels and microneedling and such. Beautiful med spa. Everyone there is super, super cool. So if you want to feel better and look better, go to biobalancehealth.com.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means playing in a football game. Boom! 42!
You're going down, Doug!
Oh, yeah? Your price on car insurance when you customize and save is going down.
Hey!
Limu? What are you doing on their team? Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Why would life-saving care require a membership? In a real emergency, are you reaching for your wallet or your phone to call 911? And what if the member helicopter isn't the closest one? What if they don't carry blood on board? What if those differences matter? They do. Arch Air Medical Service is proud to serve Effingham and surrounding communities with life-saving air medical care. Our highly trained crews deliver advanced medicine in the air, because when seconds count, capability matters more than a card in your wallet. Plus, we're part of Air Methods, the nation's largest air medical provider. Worried about cost? Here's the truth. The No Surprises Act protects patients with private insurance from unexpected out-of-network air ambulance bills. You'll only pay your in-network copay, coinsurance, or deductible. If you have Medicare or Medicaid, similar protections apply. Providers cannot bill beyond those limits. That means no air medical membership is needed. Learn more at airmethods.com. Copays, coinsurance, and deductibles are set by insurance providers, not Air Methods. Terms and costs may vary. Contact your insurer for details.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty. That the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Don't miss Mosby Building Arts Home Improvement Shows, Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on KMOX. One of the last call-in shows where you can get live answers to your remodeling, design, and construction questions. Tune in Saturdays at 11 a.m.
One city, one voice. KMOX, the voice of St. Louis.
All right, back in on DGS. Dave taking the day today as he's getting ready for the gig tonight at Delmar Hall. The Dave Glover Band is opening for a couple of other acts. So doors will open at 7. Dave and the boys will take the stage at 8. And they'll be followed by a Doobie Brothers tribute band and a Clapton tribute band. So it'll be a good night of rock at Delmar Hall. And literally everybody's going to be there but me. Not that I'm jealous. Not that I'm jealous.
All the stars are out.
All the stars are out.
Except one.
Well, I guess that means I'm not a star then. I'm just, I don't know, a moon. Yeah, that's probably a dumb thing.
I just feel like a moon right now.
I'm just a moon because just sit there and don't even spin.
I feel like I'm made of cheese.
Don't even spin, just dumb. Can't even see the other side of me. Rach, you had a note kind of following up on the last segment because, Matt, you guys sound like you're very happy today. And you had on the rundown that you think that we might have some of the best lives ever.
Well, yeah, you got to think statistically, right? Like throughout history, there have been billions of human lives, and we are living in an age with internet. That makes me very happy.
Yes.
Air conditioning, transportation.
Yep.
All of us have always had roofs over our heads. We've always had meals on the table. Like just those facts alone, it's like, yeah, I'm in like the top 2% of lives ever.
Top 1-2% in the history of the world. Like of all the human beings that have ever lived, I think, yes, all of us are in the elite category. And I don't just mean all of us here in this room. I mean, everybody listening.
Yeah, most everybody
around. Yeah.
There's some exceptions, I'm sure, but
100%.
And then I was thinking, 100, 200 years ago, I'm sure people felt anxiety. I'm sure they felt depression, but not the way that we do. And what I mean by that is we are so privileged that we can feel depressed because it's like, oh, I don't have as amazing of a life as I think I should have. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
We never feel satisfied. And I'm not saying that's like a bad or an evil thing. I'm just saying back then, it seems like people who worked hard just worked hard and then they went home and they were probably just pretty thankful to be home and they could be present in that moment and enjoy it rather than I feel like some of us maybe torture ourselves with I should be doing more. I should be more well known. I should be making more money and have a nicer house and a nicer car. I'm sure that's existed in some form throughout history, but we're probably experiencing it more than ever because of the fact that we have accessibility to all of
we
those
see
things.
everything. I mean, if you, depending on how far back you want to go back a few hundred years. The only thing you knew was the people around you.
Yeah.
You didn't know what was going on in other parts of the world. You might not have known what was going on in another county on a day-to-day basis because if you're just working your land or working for the person that owns the land, whatever, you're not really going anywhere. You're not taking, a 2-week vacation to Europe. You're not going to Japan. You're not going to California. For God's sake. You had time for that. You didn't have a job that gave you paid time off. Work needed to be done every day. So you did it. And I think maybe it was more, I think it was probably less that things like depression and anxiety didn't exist and more that you were just so busy just surviving that by the end of the day, you're just exhausted.
Probably less of like an existential crisis than
more practical
what a lot
concerns.
of us go through.
Because your real concern was, all right, am I going to have food this week?
Exactly. Or, you're a farmer and you've been tilling the field all day and then sun goes down, you go home, eat your wife's dinner and then you whittle.
Not even kidding.
Your stress,
a lot of your stress then probably had to do with so much that was out of your control.
Yeah.
Will it rain enough this year for our crops to come in full? I mean, like all of that kind of stuff had to be like the day-to-day concern.
Wheels, if you were a farmer in the 1800s, what would you do for fun?
For fun?
Yeah, because you can play video games.
I would have played baseball.
What if it was
existed
cold?
then?
Yeah, what if you were in
baseball in the cold?
north?
I played baseball in the cold. I grew up in the north, dude. I grew up beyond the wall.
But yet there are no quick trips.
I was a wildling. We played out in the snow in the cold. We didn't care. It was okay.
Your farmer brothers would be like, "Yeah, we're gonna whittle by the fire tonight. That sounds pretty good." Wheels was like, "I'm bored.
I'm play baseball.
I'm gonna go see how far I can throw these rocks."
I'm playing MLB The Show 1884.
Brian on the stream says I would have been tipping cows. No, I'm nice to animals. I would never tip cows.
You need those cows.
Well, yeah. Plus, good point. If you're on the farm.
Yeah, we can't be playing around with the cows like that.
That's
all we got.
That's our sustenance, man. We need that milk.
There's not another cow to replace that.
Got to make that cheese and butter. Plus, don't do that to cows.
Who's been talking about St. Louis sports since 1985? Bernie Nicholas.
If someone would have came to you at the beginning of the season, beginning of the regular season, and said, hey, Jordan Walker's going to have more home runs, more RBIs, a higher OPS, higher batting average than Shohei Ohtani, what would you say?
Said you're crazy.
I'll take it.
He's having an incredible season. He really, truly is.
Bernie Nicholas. Hear what he has to say on the voice of the Cardinals, KMOX.
So one of the easiest and most impactful live endorsements I've had in 25 years is one of my newest. It's Stewie from Stewart's American Mortgage. And I've always known about Stewie, and some of my colleagues have done lives for him, and I didn't really understand it. I knew the bagel loan, right? And I knew that the bagel represented zero, but I didn't understand what that meant. And Stewie educated me to tell me why his mortgage company is different than anyone else in the St. Louis Metro. And here are the basics. Stewie and his son Jordan originate every single loan. They don't have commission salespeople. Because of that, they save money. So what they have decided to do, rather than pocketing the money and making more profit, is they pay the fees. Mortgage companies make the bulk of their money from fees. With Stewie, you don't pay that. He pays it. So here's his cell phone number. Use it anytime, day or night. 314-324-4440. 314-324-4440. Find out why Stewie is truly unique in the mortgage business and how that can help you. Google the bagel loan NMLS 226715.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Dave Murray's weather forecast is sponsored by the Missouri Book Festival, April 18th in Washington, Missouri. Bring your family and friends out to the Missouri Book Festival on Saturday, April 18th in Washington, Missouri. You'll enjoy cooking demos, live theater, book talks, storytelling, and more, featuring authors from Missouri and beyond. Visit MissouriBookFestival.com for details.
We have a cold front on the way, obviously not in place this afternoon. Partly sunny, windy, and warm, 88, but some spot thunderstorms trying to fire up mainly after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some could be strong, though not for everybody. The colder northwest flow takes over after midnight, 49. We'll be coming through, will be a squall line across the St. Louis area. Prime time to pay attention to the weather, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., though it's not going to be storming all that time. It's a pretty quick hit. Saturday, partly sunny, cool, northwest flow, a couple of spotty rain showers, only 62 for the high, clear and 42 Saturday night, and Sunday sunny and 65. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price as 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
NBA fans, listen up. You can enter FanDuel's Play-In Palooza for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets every day of the Play-In tournament. All you got to do, place a live bet using your Play-In Palooza token. Then you will automatically be entered for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. So don't just watch the NBA play-in tournament from the sidelines. Go to FanDuel.com/Missouri to get in on the action. And don't forget to enter FanDuel's Play-In Palooza for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Must be 21 or over and present in Missouri. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Limit 1 entry. Profit Boost bonus issued as non-withdrawable Profit Boost token. Prizes issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Today, the Cards, the Astros. Ameren Total Access 6:15. First pitch 7:10. Cardinals Radio. 104.1 FM KMOX.
Our conversation with Ricky Horton is brought to you by Rawlings. Visit the Rawlings experience at Westport.
All right, back in on DGS. Dave is out today. He's getting ready for the big show tonight. Dave Glover Band is on stage at Delmar Hall tonight. Doors open at 7, 8 o'clock they start, and then you've got the Doobie Brothers tribute and the Clapton tribute that follow the Dave Glover Band, where they'll be doing a set with Beatles songs. So, and Ricky Horton is with us. And Ricky, everyone in my universe will be there but me. Because I have a separate engagement tonight, a charity event I do every year, so it's just bad timing. But I am jealous of everyone.
Yeah, me too. As you were going through that, I'm like, I got to do a Cardinals game in Houston. What's up with that? I mean, no, I love Clapton. I love Dave, so that would be so much fun to be at that tonight. But it'll be fun here to be at the ballpark in Houston, which I haven't learned the name of yet, but they changed names. I think it's Dakin. I think that's the new name is Dakin. So regardless, I know how to get there. It's right down the street from our hotel.
How about this, Ricky? When they play a show, because they'll be playing more shows going into the summer and the fall. Yeah. If there's a day where they can do that, you and I go and we will form the mosh pit up front.
Oh, that'd be awesome. He's not going to jump on us, is he? I mean, I hope not. but you know what? I think it would be awesome. That would be so much fun.
All right, we'll try to work that out and see what the schedule looks like. You mentioned tonight, obviously 7-10 tonight, first game in Houston. Really nice homestand. And I think, Ricky, this road trip here, these 6 games provide a bit of an opportunity. Houston's off to a rough start. Their top 3 starting pitchers are all on the injured list, so you're not going to see any of those guys. Including Hunter Brown, who's one of the best pitchers in the American League and in baseball for that matter. So you've got that, and then you've got the Marlins, who are actually pretty decent early this year, but you don't get Sandy Alcantara or a Yuri Perez. So a little bit of a benefit in this 6-game stretch coming up.
So it's opportunity, no doubt. And here's what's kind of cool about this Cardinal team is they have handled opportunities very well. I mean, they were given a couple of gifts in that homestand, the error by Brito in the 9th inning. And, if the next guy makes an out, if Pozo pops up, then nobody remembers that error. So, which is kind of what happens when, you're going well. And so the Cardinals able to kind of capitalize on gifts. Their run differential, I'm not huge on that, but I think it can tell a story. I think the Cardinals run differential is one of the worst in the National League, yet they keep winning games that are by 1 run or extra innings. And so they are taking advantage of opportunities, and maybe they'll do it this week. It'd be fun if they did.
Absolutely. And look, it's an interesting structure because they've been pretty good in close games, but when they lose, they give up a lot. And that's why that run differential is what it is.
My high school basketball coach said defined my high school basketball team that way. He told us, he said, and I didn't know this nursery rhyme, but there apparently is a nursery rhyme that says, when she was good, she was really, really good. When she was bad, she was horrid. And that's you guys. That's what he told us. Because we would lose by 40 points, but he'd win the close one. So I feel like that's not a bad. I don't know that nursery rhyme myself, but he was an English teacher, so I just went along with him.
Ricky, the obviously one of the topics of conversation of the year is kind of looking how the pitching staff's going to develop as the season goes along. And it's still a staff that doesn't have a lot of swing and miss. And Ollie was talking about that with us on Gas House Gang on Tuesday. And, you are who you are as a pitcher. You can't chase it if it's not what your repertoire is. But you got guys that are doing a good job. But this team is built, as it has been for a number of years, to help guys that where the ball is put in play. And if you look at pretty much every early season defensive metric for teams, the Cardinals are basically 1 or 2. Whether it's fielding run value or it's outs above average. And then if you look at it, you want to do eye test. I don't know that there's a better second base, shortstop, center field combo in baseball.
Yeah. So the eye test tells me that our outfield is improved by 100%. I mean, everybody. I mean, they're all much better. They're throwing to the right bases, and 99% of the time, all that's been shored up. And here's what I'd say about on the outs above average conversation. I read a stat, and I have to verify this. You may know this, Kevin, off the top of your head, but there was a graphic I saw on the TV side that said that J.J. Weatherholt leads all of baseball in outs above average.
Yes.
And I did not know he was going to be that guy. I knew he was, he said he was going to be good, but that's not good. That's, when you're talking about the best in baseball, he has been extraordinarily good. He's made a couple errors, but he's also got a good range, and he makes a lot of good decisions too.
Yeah, and he makes plays that others don't make, which is kind of
right.
And by the way, same thing for Mason Wynn and Victor Scott. Right, this is why those three guys are so special, because there are only a few people at each position that can do what those guys are doing. You know, Mason, you mentioned that fielding run value. Mason is in the top 4% in baseball. And JJ is in the top 1%, 99th percentile, which is pretty nice. And then you throw in Victor Scott the second, who we know is covering a lot of ground. His numbers aren't as good, but he's still in the top third, of Major League Baseball. And it'll come around with him because, when you, and in all these cases, I mean, maybe JJ is going to be there at the end of the year. I don't know if he will be or not, but I know he's good. And and whether you're measuring it this way or using your eyeballs, like, guys like you can do because you watch the game every day your entire life, they're doing the things that are hard to replicate if you don't have a skill set. They're all athletes.
Yeah.
They all move laterally very well. They obviously are all good runners too. And that's another thing. JJ has ranked as one of the best base runners in baseball so far this year.
Yes. Yeah, he's getting on a lot because he's walking. The Cardinals' walk rate is good. And, we can talk all about numbers, but let me go back to what you said about the pitchers, because I think this is a true thing about baseball. And you kind of said it in what you said in talking with Ollie is, you are who you are. So the Cardinals pitching staff does not get a lot of strikeouts. One of the things that I always fear in that is you try to make them, do that little extra, to throw a little bit harder, to get a little nastier on the slider, to get more swing and miss. And then you get behind in the count, you walk more guys, then you throw it down the middle, then you get hit. And some guys, when you chase extra velocity, trying to get swing and miss, your ball gets straighter and you get whacked. I mean, we used to say back in the day, better off throwing 85 than 88. I mean, because you throw 85, you're under the hitting speed. But if you're going to throw harder than that, you better throw 93 or above, because now you're into, you're into controlling the strike zone. That middle range there is batting practice for a lot of guys.
So first couple of guys that are up on this series in Houston, we got Kyle Leahy starting tonight, Andre Palante tomorrow night. Obviously, Palante is just trying to bounce back from what was a rough year last year, and Leahy's making a transition. What have you seen from Kyle? Because he's a competitor. You can see that. Like, he's got a lot of pitches.
Oh, yeah.
He works really hard. He's a different guy as a starter than as a reliever. I mean, maybe that'll change as he gets more experience doing it, but certainly more contact, fewer strikeouts, and velo plays down a little bit, but that's normal. Anybody that's going to work 5 or 6 innings is going to be a little less in that range, in that stuff range, than they would be throwing 1 or 2 innings at a time.
Yes, I just think he's going to have to learn more ways to get guys out in more different ways, because you go through the lineup 2, 3 times, which is what you hope you get to. Actually, I'm going to ask Ollie the question you just asked me. I'd already planned to ask him that question. What's next for Kyle Leahy?
Yeah.
I mean, he's been okay, but what's next? And I suspect he may say what I'm saying here is that he's just going to figure out more ways to get you out, and that's what the great starting pitchers do. It's like you go up there and you can't guess with them because you're just not sure what they're going to do. And sometimes you have to not only pitch, but then the next inning you have to pitch backwards. So, you're not throwing the opening sweeper to start the count. You're doing it later in the count instead of the first. I mean, you got to do something different to keep them off balance.
Especially, it's part of the reason, Ricky, why we know and through studying it, not like I did it, but, teams are doing it, studying that third time through the order. And the guys that have the ability to do what you're talking about, which is attack in many different ways and not get caught in a pattern and like, okay, I like my fastball and my slider. And, if the guys are going to see all two pitches, for 2 at bats and see a bunch of them, they're going to have a better feel if you have different ways to do it, or if you're just overwhelming like guys like Skubal and Skeens, where, you could throw literally any of your pitches up there and nobody's going to hit you.
One thing John Mabry used to say all the time when he's a Cardinals hitting coach is, one of the things you're doing as a coach is you are helping guys make in-game adjustments.
Yeah.
So you have a plan, and then they see the pitcher, and wait, that pitcher that has that nasty slider isn't throwing it because he doesn't have a feel for it. So you can't keep swinging at that pitching scouting report. You've got to make an adjustment, and maybe he's throwing more fastballs, so you have to take him the other way, just as an example.
Absolutely.
And so in-game adjustments are critical. And if you go from reliever to starting pitcher, you're in a reliever, you don't have in-game adjustments because you throw 10 pitches. That's it. I mean, you're doing what you do, and you better do it right. But if you're going to go through and you're going to throw 70, 80, 90 pitches, you've got to see. So I don't like the fact that we have succumbed to this idea that third time through the lineup And I know what the numbers say. Pitchers get hit more. Pitchers should know the hitters too. I mean, it's not just the hitters seeing what the pitcher's doing. I should see, boy, this dude is not seeing the ball up. Then there you go. Or he's not adjusting to the changeup. Then you'd learn to exploit that and find the right way to use that. And I do think that's part of the next level.
Yeah, and look, you'll probably agree with me on this, Rick. I tend to probably be, I would say probably majority new school things.
Yeah.
But there are old school things that are true. And you and I think are going to agree on this. I think part of the problem with what we're talking about third time through the order is how pitchers are developed. Is they're on such strict limits of 80 pitches, 85 pitches, 90 pitches, and I understand why, but it isn't working. It's not keeping anybody healthy. Injuries keep on coming, so maybe we should train guys to go 6 innings and go 3 times through the order, but they're not being trained to do it.
I think that's going to happen at some point. I think baseball is getting close to realizing that we have to do something different with pitching. It's not really working, and I think your point is something that. We all would say, no matter what industry you're in, you can't rely on experience that you don't have. And so if you're asking a guy to okay, well, what do you do when you get into the 7th inning and your velocity's down 2 miles an hour? Don't know. They always take me out, right? So that's the reality.
You're right.
If your velocity's down, they take you out and send you to an orthopedic to get X-rays. Just wait a minute, your velocity's down. Well, my velocity's down because I'm tired. And so that's okay. I can pitch tired. And if you can't pitch tired, then I think it's hard to be a starter that's going to go deep.
Yeah. And look, guys are doing it. There're just so many fewer than there used to be.
Yeah,
but it proves that you can, which is the point. Like you don't have to be Tarek Skubal to throw 7 innings.
No, you don't. No, you don't. That's exactly right.
All right, Ricky. Well, we're going to be forming that mosh pit here in a couple of months. Have a great trip to
I
Houston
can't
and
wait.
Miami.
I can't. I'll bring my camera.
Take care, buddy.
All right, man.
Cardinals fans, this is Ricky Horton. Have you ever had a dream of meeting your favorite former Cardinals? You can make those dreams come true all season long with St. Louis Cardinals alumni experiences. You can join me and other former Cardinals players at events including Cardinals Conversations, Fans at Bat, Turn 2 with Ozzy, Cardinals Kids Clinics, and Cardinals Fantasy Camps. Don't miss your chance to make lifelong memories. Visit cardinals.com/alumni for more information.
If you're craving baseball conversations about your favorite players, alumni, and franchise memories, you'll love that Cardinals Magazine is dedicated to the stories that matter most to you. From Gold Gloves to championship rings, from the Wizard and Willie to Albert, Yachty, Uncle Charlie, and well beyond. Their careers define our pages. Treat yourself or a friend to a subscription today at cardinals.com/magazine. Cardinals Magazine, past, present, and future, it's all here.
Tell you guys about First Missouri Credit Union. If you would like a very, very beautiful building with very friendly people who seem legitimately happy that you are there, you're looking for First Missouri Credit Union. Also, the kicker is if you would like to get 4.27% on your checking account up to $100,000, which is great. If you compare that to all of the certificate of deposit percentages right now, I think we're even better than that. So everything good happens at First Missouri Credit Union. Also, they're located on Lee Ferry. But because of the credit union system we have here in the U.S., you can do your banking. I know that's ironic. I call it that. At the credit union closest to your home, once you make one trip to First Missouri, get the account set up, get your 4.27% going, and then you are set. 314-544-5050, the number one STMOCU.org.
Each year in St. Louis, 10 women are recognized for volunteer leadership that changes lives. They support families, strengthen communities, and create opportunities where they're needed most. Join us Tuesday, May 19th at the Ritz-Carlton for the 2026 Women of Achievement Awards Luncheon. Celebrate their impact and be part of a tradition more than 70 years strong. Reservations available at WOASTL.org. For more information, go to KingdomOX.com/events.
Want to build income without a second job? Learn how real estate investing can help you create extra income one step at a time with Lifestyles Unlimited. Text radio to 88007. That's RADIO to 88007. Presented by Lifestyles Unlimited.
In digital advertising, everyone talks about clicks, but clicks don't pay the bills. Sales do. Outcomes from Viant is a new way to advertise that prioritizes your bottom line. Our AI-driven technology looks past the noise to find the customers most likely to buy your product. It's smarter, faster, and designed for real-world results. It's smarter advertising made simple. Visit Viant.ai.
This is Congressman Bob Onder. Americans demanded border security, and House Republicans delivered. According to the Department of Homeland Security, for 10 consecutive months, U.S. Customs and Border Protection has reported 0 illegal aliens released at the border. I'm proud to have worked with the Trump administration to secure our southern border and uphold our immigration laws, and will keep fighting to advance strong policies that protect Missourians and keep America safe.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Ready for instant curb appeal that comes with a 25-year transferable warranty? Call Rhino Shield today. We do brick, block, stucco, asbestos, aluminum, steel, cedar, and more. Over the past 20 years, we've done thousands of homes, businesses, churches, schools, condos, parking garages, large metal buildings, and strip malls, from Champaign to the Lake of the Ozarks. We do flat and sloped metal roofs to extend their lives too. Proud to be veteran-owned and manufactured in the good old USA, so we're tariff-free. We're exceeding expectations every day. Evaluations are free. A+ rated with the BBB and a lot of 5-star Google reviews. Call 877-25-RHINO, 877-25-RHINO, or 877-25rhino.com. See what we did there? Genius. Tell them, ladies.
Don't paint, don't Rhino, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
All right, you're back in on DGS on a Friday. Dave taking the day to get ready for the show tonight. Rachel, Andrew, Kevin, all hanging out with you. Me, I don't know why I do that third person thing. It's a habit.
It's Kevin.
You do it every time.
I know. And it's stupid every time, but I can't help it. I don't do it on
Stupid.
purpose. Yeah. All right. Well, good. Glad
I
to
mean,
know.
it's like not stupid.
I mean, it's better than it wouldn't be good if you were like, and you already know who's talking now.
Right,
like, you'd
exactly.
seem a little conceited.
Exactly. Yeah, good. All right, good. I'd rather be stupid than conceited. How about this for a weird fact that I learned? I didn't know this. I saw this on Twitter the other day. And I'd be curious to get where you guys come from on this. And I know it's different country, different circumstances, but how much would it suck if this kind of thing existed here? So in Spain, during the soccer matches for La Liga, which is their big soccer league, right? That's their Major League Baseball, NFL level sport. 80% of their internet is shut down during La Liga soccer matches.
Why is that?
To avoid illegal streaming, because people have been bootlegging and pirating it.
Interesting.
And so 80% of the internet ends up being shut down at times or blocked or almost inaccessible because of the software that they use. They target IP addresses. So it's trying to stop the illegal streaming of these games, of these matches, but it's catching a whole bunch of other things in there, including companies that now lose money because their website isn't accessible, at those times of day or on those days of the week. And I'm guessing you guys are with me. That just seems crazy that a country would do that.
Yeah, so it's
for a sport.
It's the actual government making that decision.
Yes.
I mean, the soccer lobby must be pretty dang powerful at that point, right? That you're going to be losing out on revenue for every other company that exists just because you're playing a soccer game.
I mean,
is part of it that no one else would be doing anything else? Like no one is doing any, like it's so popular that just no one does anything but watch the game.
I'm sure it's a part of why they go along with it, right? Because again, Spain is a big country, but it's not a big country like the United States, right? It's not 350 million people. So you have a lot less diversity of entertainment. You don't have as many sports leagues. Here we've got 1 million sports leagues. I mean, La Liga is the big one in Spain, but it's still it's nuts to me that, let's say there's breaking news. Something big is happening and there happen to be soccer matches going on. you might be slow to get that information because of what they do. Now, I know they probably can lift it in a moment if there's an emergency, right? But God almighty, that seems like such an extreme overreach to protect the TV rights fees for a $5 billion sports league.
Yeah, I guess the company that gets shut down is called Cloudflare, and it hosts different websites, so that it's just tough. If your company has a website on Cloudflare, like, you're just out of luck, I guess. That is horrible.
I mean, it also seems just ridiculously over the top for an entertainment thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I understand pirating is a real problem. It's a problem here too. And especially since our country's so big, there are way more people that are doing it and trying to do it, and you have way more ways to do it. But is that really that big of a threat to the league or to the economy where you're going to put yourself in a position like this where other businesses end up not being able to do online business because there's soccer going on?
Yeah, and just reading a little bit more about it. So this is a private organization that triggers these IP blocks, and they are indiscriminate, as you said. Like, plenty of innocents get lumped together with this. That is really troubling. I feel bad for those people.
Mm-hmm. And they're not in the streets, protesting that I know of. So maybe they just kind of go along to get along.
Do I not have to pay my internet bill for that too? Like,
that's a fair question. Do we all get a discount? Do we get a discount during the soccer season?
Because that's kind of crazy.
Whatever time we're down, we can't use it, that we're not paying for it. I don't know. Maybe do they have free Wi-Fi? I have no idea.
No clue.
Yeah, I'd have to look. So if you're not paying for it, I guess it's a little less problematic, but still, you should be able to do things even though there's a soccer match on.
Tell you guys about Michael's Flooring Outlet. Couldn't be simpler. If you or someone in your circle of friends, your crew, needs new flooring, we have everything that everyone else does, except maybe a couple of places like in Clayton and Ladue that are going to have super, super, super crazy expensive stuff. Now, if you want to go there and shop and take a picture of the SKU and bring it in, we can get that stuff in a couple of weeks and save you a lot of money. But you go to Lowe's or Home Depot or Lumber Liquidators or any of those competitions, they're going to have Mohawk, Shaw, Coronet. So do we. Same guy drops it off. We pay the same price. They mark it up. We mark it up. We just mark it up less, and we're a little smaller. So it's not like walking across Six Flags trying to find, Berber carpeting or something. When you need it installed, we're going to do it. We're going to do a great job. It just really is that simple. 3 locations, michaelsflooringoutlet.com.
Most sellers put their home on the market and they just wait to see what happens. Well, I'm Kevin Wheeler, and I'm here with Gloria Liu with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. And Gloria, is there a better way to sell?
There is. Instead of listing your home the traditional way and hoping for the right buyer, I can get you up to 8 competitive cash offers right from the start. That means you're not guessing what your home might sell for. You're looking at the real offers and choosing the one that works the best for you. It also helps you to set the right price and create stronger demand if you decide to go to market. It gives you control, leverage, and a clear path forward before you accept just any offer. And remember, I'll guarantee to sell your home at 100% of the market value, or I'll pay you the difference.
Before you sell your home, see what your options are. Call the one that I trust. That's Gloria Liu, 314-325-6888, or visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. That's GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. Gloria and seller must agree on price and possession.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. We're proud to offer high-quality, rechargeable hearing aids starting at just $98. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and hear the difference today by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity. protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. An Elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Don't miss the Route 66 Centennial Festival at the Missouri History Museum, April 30th through May 3rd. Bring back memories of the Mother Road's stunning natural scenery and roadside attractions, and explore its complex history and impacts on communities across the region. Featuring a concert by Sweetie and the Toothaches, a classic car show, neon display, food trucks, lectures, kids' crafts, and more. All activities are free. Schedule at mohistory.org/festival.
Here in St. Louis, we take pride in supporting our health and our community. That's why more and more families are turning to Neovitin multivitamins, created by a local physician and made right here in the U.S. using the highest quality domestic and international ingredients. With formulas for men, women, and adults 50 plus, Neovitin helps keep St. Louis families energized, supported, and ready for life. Find Neovitin at your local Deerbergs, Schnucks, and online at neovitin.com. Neovitin, trusted nutrition from St. Louis for St. Louis.
News, talk, cards. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
At 2 o'clock, we've got some windy conditions. It's up to 82 degrees downtown at the Arch. What's the word on potential severe weather later today? Let's check in with our meteorologist, Dave Murray. Dave.
Feels like early summer this afternoon, but there's a major flip on the way, all thanks to a cold front pushing towards St. Louis. Most of the severe weather is going to be out to our west and to our north, but we have to keep a close eye on it, especially between 6 p.m. and 11 p.m. for a squall line to come ripping through the St. Louis area. Gusty winds, some damaging winds are the big possibility with this thing, so we have to keep a close eye on it. Behind that front, it's much colder for the weekend.
Oil prices dropped more than 10% and stocks surged after Iran said the Strait of Hormuz is fully open. CBS News correspondent Cammie McCormick.
It's going to take a little while to turn back on the volume and get back to, quote, normal.
But analyst Rob Thummel says he hopes the days of $100 a barrel are over.
We think that there will continue to be a geopolitical risk premium built into oil prices, but not like what we're seeing today, not the $20, $30, $40, sometimes even $40 a barrel. I think what we'll see is more of an oil price that's probably in the 70s.
And the freer flow of oil would take pressure off prices not just for gasoline, but also groceries and other products.
A measure renewing a surveillance program that has raised privacy concerns is now headed to the president's desk after a raucous overnight session on Capitol Hill.
Republican House members held a series of back-to-back votes that failed before pushing the stopgap measure. Opponents of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act say it has been misused many times, including by the FBI as it searched intelligence related to the January 6th attack on the Capitol and racial justice protests in 2020. President Trump has lobbied for a clean renewal of the program without changes. Allison Keyes, CBS News, Washington.
Every Friday mornings at 7 o'clock, we have like 150, 200 homeless people we're working with. We were at that rally distributing bus tickets. And then we get the call. In fact, one of the homeless told us, hey, they're over there. They're coming in. So I had to pull staff from over there and come over here and immediately step in on this.
That's Reverend Larry Rice, who rushed to a condemned South St. Louis apartment complex after learning residents were being displaced. The Concord apartments were condemned 2 weeks ago after a raid that led to 13 arrests and more than 60 summonses, with police calling it a breeding ground for crime. Since then, some residents have been living in tents outside of the complex. This morning, city officials boarded up the units and cleared the tents. Rice and volunteers on scene helping people gather belongings and arranging transportation. Relying on AI at work can do some damage to your confidence. Here's correspondent Michael George.
Research by the American Psychological Association found that more than half of people who used AI to complete their work said they had less confidence in their own reasoning and ideas. The researchers suggested trying to solve a problem yourself before going to an AI. The study also noted that men were more reliant on AI than women.
From the business desk, Ford is recalling as many as 1.4 million F-150 pickups. Auto reporter Jeff Gilbert in Detroit explains why.
The 2015 through 17 F-150s have automatic transmissions that can unexpectedly downshift. At least one crash and 2 injuries have been reported, along with 444 warranty claims. Ford says an electrical connection can wear down over time, leading to signal loss from the transmission range sensor.
The Dow from Stifel's up 871 points to 49,450. We've got an incident on 44 going west at Broadway. That's on the right shoulder. A crash on 6440 going west at Dallas. That's in the right lane.
We have a cold front on the way, obviously not in place this afternoon. Partly sunny, windy, and warm, 88, but some spot thunderstorms trying to fire up, mainly after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some could be strong, though not for everybody. The colder northwest flow takes over after midnight. 49 will be coming through, will be a squall line across the St. Louis area. Prime time to pay attention to the weather, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., though it's not going to be storming all that time. It's a pretty quick hit. Saturday, partly sunny, cool northwest flow, a couple of spotty rain showers, only 62 for the high. Clear and 42 Saturday night, and Sunday sunny and 65. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM. KMOX.
Sponsored by Artistic Decks. We've got windy conditions out of the south at 16, gusting up to 26 miles per hour. It's 82 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News. Ready to hit a home run with your backyard? Call Artistic Decks. We're celebrating 25 years of A-plus service with massive rollback pricing. Get a professional custom-built deck for less. Hit it out of the park with Artistic Decks. Call 314-280-0821 today.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
All right, it's Friday on DGS. No Dave today, taking the day to get ready for tonight. It's the return of the Dave Glover Band tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, and everyone's going to be there but me.
Yep, and we're going to start a chant. We're going to say, Kevin's not here.
Wheeler sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get to one of the next couple for sure, though. I'm going to get out there. I'm already jealous of tonight. Just a separate charity event that I'm committed to that I do every year, and just bad scheduling. I don't know about bad scheduling, bad luck, because both things were scheduled independent of one another. But everybody else is going to be there having a good time. Looking forward to hearing the stories about it. And obviously, Dave will be going on at 8 o'clock tonight with the Dave Glover Band. Rachel, Andrew, Kevin, hanging out with you here and just going our normal business. We got Bernie Miklasz coming up a half an hour, Alvin Reed in the 3 o'clock hour, Dave Murray at 3:30. So plenty of stuff to do. We'll get you ready for the Cardinals weekend. We got Cardinals baseball tonight. That'll be coming up after Redbird Rush Hour. And there will not be a sports open line tonight, not even a few minutes because of pregame. So pregame's at 6:15 tonight, and the first pitch is 7:10 in Houston. Kyle Leahy will be getting the start for the Cardinals, and the Astros have brought up Peter Lambert to make the start. They are down quite a few starters. They have three of their top guys on the injured list. So it should be a competitive weekend against the Astros in Houston.
Are the Astros good?
They were supposed to be, but they're 8-12 on the season. So they're 4 games under 500. The Cardinals are 10-8. It doesn't mean anything early. They have a good lineup and they have some star players, but their 3 best pitchers are on the injured list. So they're in a difficult spot. It's an opportunity for this road trip for the Cardinals with that, and then the Marlins Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and they won't get to face the Marlins' top 2 starting pitchers. So after that, guys, just won't keep talking baseball here, but after that, it's going to get a little tough. Not long after that, it's the Dodgers and a few other Seattle, a few other really top teams. So hopefully the Cardinals can make some hay while they get a chance to do that here. Let's go with Rachel's Edge to start this hour. What do you got on the docket today, Rachel?
I have a few things we could talk about. I want to start by talking about Goodwill. Now, this is something that is happening in some Goodwill locations. I cannot confirm that it is every location.
Okay.
But some Goodwills are banning shoppers from using their phones because they don't want people taking video and making social media content in the store.
And people are doing that. Why?
Oh, this is actually a huge, well, you're not a girl, so you don't see it. But like a big thing is like girls going thrifting and then sharing their finds. I mean, and it's not just thrifting. It's a big thing to just share what you have found while you were shopping. There'll be like, sometimes girls will order like a ton of clothes from one store online, and then like it's like a try on haul. And let me show you all the clothes I got. It's just one of those weird things that have taken off and have become more and more mainstream. But yeah, Goodwill in some locations anyway are finally putting their foot down and saying like, no, you can't come in here. You can't be filming and disrupting us. We're just trying to do business and it's getting in the way. But some people are suggesting this is not exclusive to Goodwill. And again, I'm not going to say all Burger Kings are like this. This is probably a franchised location who's made this decision. But one person says, my local Burger King has the same sign. You're not allowed to film in here. And it's mostly due to social media.
Yeah.
People will come in and they want to share the latest thing. And that's all well and good until you are disrupting the experience of other people.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to do that, go to your car like every other TikTok influencer that I see. Everybody's in their damn car.
Have you ever seen somebody doing that like in public?
I
haven't. No, I haven't.
It is. You'll see it sometimes if you go to like the theme parks, like the Disney theme parks.
Oh, that
or
makes
whatever.
sense.
Yeah.
And I saw it happening a bit at like the Mall of America. It is incredibly jarring to see somebody like fully unaware that there's like a world around them.
You got to make the content.
Like staring at their phone.
Oh, and if you walk through their shot, they're like,
loudly talking about, whatever they're doing or whatever. Very strange.
Wheels, the walking through the shot, that's a big thing with the gym influencers, the fitness influencers.
Yeah.
Like, he came into my shot and he ruined it. Lady, sir, it's a public gym.
That's
like, he's just walking. He's not trying to ruin your shot. He's not thinking about your shot. He's thinking about his next rep.
Most people,
Or whatever
when
they say.
when they go to the gym, are there to work out.
Most, yes.
They're not there to, and look, I don't care that you want to do it, but you should definitely have permission from the gym.
Yeah.
And you should also understand that people are going to walk through your shot. It's going to happen. You're in a public place. If you want to do it the other way, build a home gym, and then nobody will walk through your shot.
Yeah, and I mean, I get that people want to make content, and that's great. Like, if you want to be creative and work on something, that's really cool. But there's a time and place to do that, and expecting everyone else to just be cool with you having like a whole production set up in the middle of a Goodwill or a Burger King is, I mean, it's just not realistic, and it's not fair. And I always think, like, what if everyone wanted to do that?
This is the problem.
What if every single person got to bend the rules like you're bending them right now? The world would be like uninhabitable. We wouldn't be able to go out and socialize and do fun things because everyone would just be tripping over each other and getting in each other's way. So
I've got no problem with a business that says they're okay with it, but I also have no problem with a business that says we're not doing that here. We're not doing that here. We're not. One customer is not getting to disrupt the rest.
Okay, my next story is about Air New Zealand. This is a airline from New Zealand, if I am guessing correctly here. They're introducing what some are calling a game changer for economy passengers, and that is their new SkyNest pods. So it's offering beds for passengers who are not flying in first class. And they will debut on flights between Auckland and New York.
Oh.
That's about an 18-hour route. So these SkyNests are 6 individual sleeping pods stacked in a bunk-style layout. I'm looking at a picture of it right now, guys. It looks so claustrophobic.
It's like a train, though. Trains have those kind of sleepers.
It is like that, but it is smaller, and it's 3.
You look like you're in the luggage compartment.
Sort of, yes. But you do get a pillow, you get a blanket, a reading light, ventilation, privacy curtain. That's nice, and charging outlets for your phone, your laptop, whatever. You also get a little complimentary kit with an eye mask, earplugs. Now, access to the pods are not included in your base ticket price.
Right.
So you're going to purchase your ticket for an 18-hour flight like that. I'm going to say that probably starts at least $700-800. I would think that's about some of the cheapest you'd be able to get that for. So you're going to pay that. Then you can book a single 4-hour session in one of these pods per flight, not round trip. Prices start at $495. So let me pay you $500 so I could lay down for 4 hours.
So $495 New Zealand. I don't know what that is to ours.
It would be, I think, less.
It would be, but it wouldn't be that much.
But it wouldn't be much less.
This is laying it out in terms of American dollars, so we don't have to do a conversion.
All right,
here.
I'm looking at a story that shows it in New Zealand money.
Oh,
but
okay.
it's, yeah, I mean,
You're
whatever.
stupid.
Yep, I picked the wrong story.
I
picked the wrong story to click on, but I
Well,
wanted
what's
to
that
see
in
this.
fun money?
So I think that I don't think that sounds unreasonable. Like you're basically getting a night, half a night's sleep, like you're in a hotel for a little bit. I don't think it sounds crazy, but like, does it account for? Let's just put it this way: noises people make when they're asleep.
Yeah, that's
like
a
if
great
someone's
question.
in there is like, are they going to wake you up?
Yeah,
or do you get to just keep on sawing logs?
Because I don't know if they wake you up if you're snoring in your economy seat.
You do normally snore less and quieter when you're upright.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, not to say it doesn't happen. I've heard it. I've probably done it on flights because I fall asleep on flights when I'm tired. But I've never heard anybody on a flight sound like just like what I'll sound like in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So I balk at the $500 price tag. Yeah, because I mean, I could just tough it out. That being said, if I'm 6 hours into the flight and I have 10 hours left and it's like, hey, the little devil on my shoulder is going, just pay $500 and you can lay down for real. Like I might be tempted by that. I would be able to overcome, but I think there's a lot of people that would fall into that temptation. So I'm wondering if they will allow you to upgrade to that mid-flight or if you have to do it beforehand.
I guess it depends on maybe if it's available.
Yeah, I would think if they had open ones, you'd be able to just, swipe your card or whatever. Now, Air New Zealand has an existing thing called the Sky Couch. And that allows you to convert a row of seats into a flat surface. So basically what you're doing is you're buying the entire row of economy seats.
All right.
And then they'll provide you with like a thin mattress topper type thing to kind of turn it into a bed.
3 seats.
Yeah.
I'm liking that.
I think that something like that would be pretty comfy.
It's all like, at the U.S. airlines, it's just a matter of whether you're lucky enough to be on a flight that's empty enough to allow it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I have definitely taken advantage of that before.
Okay, one more story for you guys. Now, I know I spend a lot of time criticizing AI. I don't want people to think that I'm just like completely against AI under all circumstances. That's not true. The problem is so much of the AI that we hear about is, to me, a lot of times pointless. And here's a great example of that. The Starbucks app has now enabled ChatGPT. So if you are a Starbucks app user, you can enable Starbucks connectivity in your ChatGPT app. And then basically ChatGPT will help you decide what kind of drink you want.
No fan.
You should already know that.
You should.
A real drinker should already know.
I guess the question I have is why? Like, why don't you want to just use your brain that tiny amount to pick your drink? Are we really getting that lazy? And just like, what does that mean if a lot of people want to opt for that? Like, I can't even pick what kind of drink I want from the crazy drink place with the treat drinks. I don't even want to pick it for myself.
Yeah.
Like, dude, are you serious?
Well, yeah. Why do you even want to go if you don't want to pick it out yourself?
So I'm reading this article on futurism.com that's pretty much lambasting the whole thing too, and just saying like, here's a line from the article. It's hard to understand what problem this is meant to solve.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, bingo.
Unless, if I'm looking at it totally cynically, they just have certain things they may want to push.
I'm
like
sure
things
that's what it is.
That cost them less. And I wonder if it would suggest the best item for the company as opposed to what you want.
Oh, no, that's absolutely what would be happening is there would be incentives, or the ChatGPT Starbucks app collab would be incentivized to just sell you what they want to sell you.
Yeah.
I'm asking from the perspective of a human. What does it do for a human being? It does nothing. It just sells you stuff.
Yep.
And you're being sold constantly. Here's another line.
Who doesn't know what they want to drink when they go somewhere?
And at this point, I mean, things are expensive. Starbucks is a luxury for anyone at this point. You know, it should be like kind of an exciting thing like, oh, I'm going to go get my fancy drink from Starbucks. I'm going to treat myself. Why wouldn't you want a hand in the decision of what you were going to treat yourself to? I mean, just sometimes we get a little crazy with the AI. I think sometimes these companies go like, oh, we should hop on the trend. We need to do the AI thing. And then they end up rolling out something that makes absolutely no sense. And it just looks stupid.
They're just trying to be one of the cool kids.
Right. And failing miserably.
Yeah.
Let's talk about air medical memberships. In an emergency, you don't choose who transports you. Dispatch sends the closest, most appropriate aircraft. Here's what matters: speed, skill, advanced care. Like critical care crews trained for the toughest moments. Like onboard blood that can make the difference between life and death. Arch Air Medical Service delivers life-saving air medical care across Effingham and surrounding communities. When you call for help, we bring hospital-level care to you. Plus, we're part of Air Methods, the nation's largest air medical provider. And about the cost, the No Surprises Act protects patients with private health insurance from unexpected out-of-network air ambulance bills. You're only responsible for your in-network copay, coinsurance, or deductible. Medicare and Medicaid patients have similar protections. No surprise bills, no balance billing, no membership required. Because when it's your life on the line, what matters isn't membership, it's medicine. Learn more at airmethods.com. Copays, coinsurance, and deductibles are set by insurance providers, not Air Methods. Terms and costs may vary. Contact your insurer for details.
Welcome to Radio Rental. The scariest stories you've ever heard in your life. All told by real people. And off we go.
This wasn't a human being that I saw. There's something here in this house, something not of this world.
There was a woman moving through the hall. I stepped back and I was completely alone.
Radio Rental is available now. Listen for free on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means playing in a football game. Boom! 42! You're going down, Doug! Oh, yeah? Your price on car insurance when you customize and save is going down. Hey! Limu? What are you doing on their team? Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
You like the word thorough? It's a good word, thorough. It means complete, accurate, detailed. Well, when you go to Ophthalmology Associates, you will get a thorough eye examination. The technology's incredible. It's all up to date, the very latest. And Doctors Birdie, Malhotra, Brusati, and Royer and their staff will make your visit very personal. That's because they believe every patient is unique. Ophthalmology Associates takes all the research and technology and their personal knowledge and expertise and tailor it into an eye care plan that is as unique as you are. Services include everything from expert treatment of cataracts and retinas to comprehensive eye exams for you and the kids, and a full-service optical shop with a ton of frames to choose from. Ophthalmology Associates, 3 St. Louis area locations. Visit youridoc.com or call 314-966-5000.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Renewal by Andersen is the #1 window and door brand for customer service. Schedule your free inspection today. Call 877-WINDOWS. That's 877-WINDOWS. Or head to rbastl.com.
Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. KMOX, the voice of St. Louis.
All right, back in on DGS. Dave taking the day to get ready for the evening with the Dave Glover Band on stage tonight at Delmar Hall. 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock is when the doors open. You might have a couple tickets if you want to do it. You want to go tonight, you don't have them yet. You better check fast because I think we're down to just a handful based on what we looked at the beginning of the show. Rest of us still here doing our thing. And I wanted to run this by you guys. Andrew and I have talked about it in the back office. Rach, we only did a little bit here on the air, I think, with the Diana Rossini story in the NFL. Have you been following that at all?
Man, did we talk about that on the air?
We might not have. I know we brought it up, I think, on Rush Hour. I can't remember if we got into it. But for those that haven't followed it, Diana Rossini is an NFL reporter who, up until this week, worked for The Athletic and has now resigned in advance of her contract expiring, I guess, later on in the summer, because she was photographed at a resort in Arizona, spending time with Patriots coach Mike Vrabel, hanging out in the pool. There was a little hug, which could have been a little friend hug, but there was also kind of a weird picture in there where they were like clasping hands, like their hands were interlocked and they were just kind of like looking at each other. It was weird. Mm-hmm. And it raised a lot of questions about what their relationship is. And, hey, should a professional journalist have this, even if it is just friendly, should you have this kind of like hanging out in the pool, clasping hands relationship with somebody you cover?
Basically saying, like, how could you be objective when covering someone you are this close to, regardless of like what that closeness is.
And it's been more than that too. I mean, obviously people, when you see, I showed you the photos, I think, Rach, it's
they were
weird.
It's weird. Like,
and like, it looks beyond just friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't think of anyone I've ever covered that I would clasp hands with like that. It would be really odd and very awkward. So that's led to rumors that maybe it's more than, a professional relationship. There has been no confirmation by anybody involved or from a third party that there's anything beyond that, right? There's nothing like that. But Diana Rossini resigned and said it was because of all this blowback and I don't want to put up with this. This is ridiculous. In her statement, never just like straight up denied anything was going on, but she did say, I don't want to dignify any of this. I'm paraphrasing. I don't want to dignify any of this by commenting on it. But anyway, that's the genesis of this story. And then a lot of people around the sports world have had reactions to this, right? There have been people that are asking journalistic questions like, hey, as a journalist, the appearance of something weird is bad enough, even if there's nothing going on. That's kind of where I sit as someone with a journalism degree. Even the appearance that your relationship might be something more than professional is a problem. It may not be the big problem. It may not be a career ender. It may not be... and again, your personal life is your personal life, but this is transcending your personal life because you're a public figure who relies on trust. So there's that part of it. And a lot of people in the business have been critical. A woman named Chrissy Freud worked for USA Today. I say worked because she was let go for her comments about this. So she commented on Twitter, and this is the part I wanted to get to your guys' thoughts. So she quote tweeted Diana Rossini's statement where she was resigning. And Chrissy Freud said, I'm sure you were told to submit this or that you'd get fired instead. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. We know who you really are and what you've been up to for years. It does so much detriment to women in sports who have done things the right way. So this is, again, a woman named Chrissy Freud who covers sports and did so for USA Today, which is the critical part of this because Chrissy got fired for that tweet. And she posted the message she was getting from USA Today saying, hey, you're putting USA Today's name on your criticism of Diana Rossini. That's not okay. And eventually, and she was let go for that. But then she quote tweeted another story from USA Today, a columnist named Nancy Armour. And if you've been around sports, Nancy Armour's been a sports columnist, sports writer for a very long time. She's very established. And the headline on Nancy Armour's story in USA Today is Diana Rossini put credibility of all women in sports at risk. And then she wrote her column, and Chrissy Freud retweeted that and said, okay, so this is okay, but my comments get me fired. Do you guys see any distinction between those two things? Between a real headline by a person that is posting it on USA Today's website and in their paper saying, Diana Rossini put credibility of all women in sports at risk. Yeah. And what Chrissy's original tweet was more than that, but that was the basic point.
I think the difference, and I'm not saying this is right. I'm just saying you're asking what the difference is. The difference is Chrissy's felt mean-spirited and personal, as in like, hey, Diana, like we all know how you are. And there's like a stank to it, and there's a level of like, whoa, it's almost like threatening in a way. Like we know more that we're not saying. Whereas Nancy Armour's piece, I'm just skimming it right now. It seems to be talking about like, yeah, there's this balance to be struck, and she's putting the credit, but like she's more like stating a fact instead of making a weird threatening comment.
It also the piece feels a little more like this is allegedly what's happening that's putting women at risk, whereas the tweet is a lot more like this is happening, you did this, and I know you've done a lot more.
The difference is one of them is being officially sanctioned by the company because they're running it, and they put it in the paper, and the other one was just a tweet. It wasn't in USA Today or on USA Today's website.
For what it's worth,
now, I'm not saying you shouldn't get fired for a tweet. You can, you can definitely do that.
This feels like a crazy tweet to get fired over. Like I find the tweet mean. I do.
It is.
But I think it's insane that she was fired over it. The main conclusion I'm drawing from this story is it must be tough being a woman covering sports.
It is,
Because if you slip up, I mean, why is Diana in so much more trouble than the coach?
Well, the difference in my mind is her job is about public trust.
Right.
His job is about winning football games. And his fan base, will, and the business itself, right? It's more of a business thing. On a personal level, they're exactly the same.
Right.
On a human being level, if what's weird is going on, if it's actually going on, they're both equally wrong.
And I agree with that,
doing.
Wheels. And you're absolutely right. She does have more of a responsibility on a professional level. The problem is when it is women in this position, it becomes so personal. And then it's like it's hyper focused on the personal for her. And that's why the Chrissy tweet does feel very personal and very like, you know what? It feels like almost Mean Girl, and like I've been waiting for this person to slip up.
Build off of what you just said, because you made a great point there. What if Chrissy feels like those actions harm her career and put her in that negative light where other people look at her and go, see, they're all doing that.
Yeah, and that's why I said it
why
must
she's
be
probably
so
sounding
tough.
mean.
I'm sure all of these women are side-eyed constantly, like, so what did you do to get this gig? It should have went to a man. Like,
In the Barstool world, that's a thing.
It's horrible. What a mess.
The thing that you need in the morning, when you first wake up.
Total Information AM.
I like to be informed with the news and like to know, like in the mornings, I like to know what's going on.
Debbie Monterey, Megan Lynch, Tom Ackerman.
It's always smart to know what's going on.
Your morning news and information.
National and local news.
Weather.
Sports.
I like the traffic reports.
Total Information AM.
I listen to it in the mornings. It really gets me going.
Total Information AM. Weekdays 5 to 9 on the voice of St. Louis, KMOX.
Here's Dave Murray's weather forecast.
We have a cold front on the way, obviously not in place this afternoon. Partly sunny, windy and warm, 88, but some spot thunderstorms trying to fire up mainly after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some could be strong, though not for everybody. The colder northwest flow takes over after midnight, 49. Will be coming through, will be a squall line across the St. Louis area. Prime time to pay attention to the weather, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., though it's not going to be storming all that time. It's a pretty quick hit. Saturday, partly sunny, cool northwest flow, a couple of spotty rain showers, only 62 for the high, clear and 42 Saturday night, and Sunday sunny and 65. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Brought to you by Gravely Zero-Turn Mowers. Your reputation matters. That's why so many landscape professionals choose Gravely. You can save up to 20% on Gravely commercial mowers during the Gravely Mow the Distance sales event going on now through the 19th. Visit your local Gravely dealer today.
How was your break? It was great until I stopped for gas. Prices have gone up almost $1 with no end in sight. I might have to start watching how much I drive.
That's exactly why I use Upside.
I never pay full price for gas with the free Upside app.
Upside?
Yes, Upside. It's the free app that gives you cash back just for buying the gas you're already buying. So even with the rising gas prices, I'll never have to limit how much I drive.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Just last year, I made over $200 with the Upside app.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app right now.
Download the free Upside app to earn cash back on the gas you're already buying. Use promo code WAGON for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WAGON for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first fill-up. That's WAGON.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Looking to build your dream home? Lombardo Homes is known for quality, luxury, and thoughtful design in some of the area's most desirable communities. And for a limited time this April, we're offering something we rarely do. Exclusive incentives designed to help you get more from your new home. From a free finished recreation room to premium kitchen and cabinet upgrades to flexible perks like design credits or closing cost savings, there's an opportunity waiting for you. But these offers are available in select communities and only for a short time. Visit LombardoHomes.com or stop by a sales office today.
So I consider myself pretty good at doing live endorsements and being fairly silver-tongued about it. But when it comes to Charles D'Angelo, the weight loss coach, there's really nothing I have to say that's going to be any more impactful or persuasive than just to tell you about some of his clients. So there are, first of all, thousands and thousands of clients worldwide who have lost probably millions of pounds. Ben and Lisa stand out to me. They were on my show about a month ago. Ben lost 300 pounds with Charles. Lisa lost 175 pounds with Charles. What I loved about them, very smart people, both of them didn't think it would work. They went into it just taking a step on faith. The next thing you know, 300 pounds down, 175 pounds down. Whether you have 50 to lose or 300, charlesdangelo.com. Give him a call, have a conversation with him. See what you think. See if it's a fit. This could be it for you. charlesdangelo.com.
Get inside your Redbirds in the 2026 season every Tuesday at noon. It's All Access with Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol on your voice of the Cardinals, KMOX. Bernie Nicholas on KMOX is sponsored by Stewart's American Mortgage, home of the Bagel Loan, and by Salika Heating and Cooling, a Daikin comfort dealer.
All right, it's Friday on DGS. Dave is out getting ready for the big show tonight at Delmar Hall. Dave Glover Band taking the stage at 8 o'clock tonight for the first time in a long. How many years is it now, Rach? First time since COVID?
No, it was, I feel like 2023.
Okay,
He performed with Jimmy at DGS Live.
No, I saw that, but I mean,
but
as
yeah,
the Dave Glover Band,
then you're right. That is pre-COVID. That is pre-COVID.
Yeah, that was a great show with him and Jimmy.
It was
Stand
awesome.
Up and the couple of Beatles songs. That was pretty great. It'll be a fun night tonight. There may be a couple of tickets left if you want to check it out. I would hurry because it's going to be sold out by the time the show starts. Time for Bernie Nicholas. Bernie, how you doing today, buddy? You getting ready for a fun weekend?
Well, I don't know if it'll be fun. It'll be relaxing, so I'm looking forward to it very much, Wheels.
I call those two things the same thing. Relaxing is fun to me. I like it.
Got to get some. I sound like an old man, but it's true. I got to get some recliner time.
There's nothing better than
serious recliner time.
Yeah, nothing better than that to me during baseball season because you just have wall-to-wall games and you can watch games after the fact. If you're a nerd like me, I'm sure you do the same thing that I do. You kind of I missed that game. I'm gonna go catch up on that one and see what was going on there because
that's right.
There's just never enough of it. I could do that every day all year, but obviously it's not practical for ball players to play all year round.
Yeah, it's sometimes the wall of baseball games, it's hard to explain. I can keep up with it, but I'm typical of most Americans. I'm also always on my phone and can't put it away, so it's kind of makes it really, really tricky to try to actually keep up with like 4 or 5 games going on at once.
Yep. But we figure it out one way or the other. We figure it out. Should be an interesting trip for the Cardinals. Houston's off to a slow start. Their 3 best starting pitchers are on the injured list, including their ace, Hunter Brown, who's one of the better pitchers in baseball. And then you get the Marlins next week, and you won't see Sandy Alcantara or a Yuri Perez, which is a nice break. So the schedule really gets tougher after these 2 series for a good stretch, for a good 2 or 3 week stretch. It's an interesting opportunity for these 6 games.
Yeah, and I'm going to go to Miami first, which I'm going out of order. But Miami got off to a great start, but they're 4-8 in their last 12. Yep. So that doesn't mean it'll be an easy trip to Miami. And in fact, the Cardinals have had some problems there. But you mentioned they're going to miss Alcantara. That's kind of a big deal. Then you look at Houston and 7 different pitchers on the IL, and guys, including the guys you mentioned. They're bringing up a guy from AAA to make the start tonight. And so the Cardinals might be catching them at a good time, but I don't want to take anything for granted because, I also look at Houston and I think, and I'm trying to check this, man. I'm trying to cheat while I'm on the air. I'm looking at this, and Houston is, come on, baby, come to Papa. Yeah, Houston is 7-3 at home.
Yeah, they can hit too. They can hit.
They've lost 9 out of 10 on the road. They're terrible on the road. They're really good at home. Yep. So that's why I was stalling, because I knew that was a great number there. But the idea that Jordan Walker and Yordan Alvarez are going to be going at it, plus Cam Smith and Christian Walker.
Yep.
But, Alvarez and Walker, in terms of right now, they're as hot in terms of power as anybody.
Yep.
You have to put Aaron Judge in there as well, but that could be a battle this weekend. That'd be kind of fun to watch these two guys in that ballpark.
In this way, I think the Astros and the Cardinals are similar. Now, I think the Astros group of hitters at the top 5 are better than the Cardinals' top 5, better track records. I don't think there are many hitters in the game better than a healthy Yordan Alvarez. He's probably in the top 3 or 4 pure hitters in the game for power, average, on base, you name it. And he's healthy this year, which is why his numbers are good. But it's similar in the sense that it's very top heavy, because once you get past the top 5, it drops off quite a bit there. Cardinals kind of the same, and their top 5 is good, but not quite what Houston's top 5 is.
Yeah, I would take Houston.
Yeah.
I think, especially in that place. I think that's why they're 7-3 at home.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. There's a lot of the right-handed bats. Other than Alvarez, they're all right-handed bats, and they love those Crawford boxes.
Mm-hmm. No doubt about it.
So anything stand out to you about where the team is at this point? I mean, obviously, it's a good start. 10-8 is a good start for a team in a rebuild. There's been a lot of excitement, which we've all talked about quite a bit, both here on DGS and on Rush Hour Sports. It's been fun. What do you kind of anticipate over these next few weeks as the schedule gets a little tougher after this and you start to have a larger sample size to sort through?
Well, we already know kind of the way that this season's played out, the first 18 games. I mean, the Cardinals can win close ones because they are good at manufacturing stuff, and they're resourceful, and they have different ways to score, and they're very, very good at it. Ollie Marmol said they were going to do this. He said, this is going to be our style. We're going to grind out, runs. We're going to, we're in close games. We have a chance to steal the game by stealing some runs. We're going to play hard. We're going to do it. And I think, sometimes people say that and you're like, yeah, okay, I've heard that before. But he told the truth. They are that team. However, they lose blowout games, and they lose blowout games primarily because the rotation costs them early in games. And so the Cardinals, if indeed it's possible, they're not going to be able to sustain their success with the rotation that is as flawed as this one is, as far as balls in play all the time. You have pitchers who don't strike people out in the rotation. And the Cardinals rotation, in terms of base runners allowed in the major leagues this season, base runners per 9 innings allowed, they've allowed more than anybody. And that means they're always in trouble. Not always, they're frequently in trouble. They face a lot of batters when runners are on base. And even when they get 2 strikes on the opponents, the Cardinals can't fire their way out of it. The major league, here's a good stat for you. The major league strikeout percentage, overall strikeout percentage, when you get a 2-strike count, is about 42%, right?
Yep.
The Cardinals are at 25%.
Yee.
So once they get back to in a corner and they just can't fight their way out of it. They get 2 strikes on a guy, they can't finish him off. And so my point in rambling about this is that I think so much of whether the Cardinals can sustain their success is going to come down to, can they do something they haven't really been able to do, which is keep the bases clean and finish hitters off and quit relying so heavily on the defense. I don't know where they'd be without this defense.
Oh, well, I mean, I talked about it with Ricky Horton a little bit ago, Bernie. The up the middle. Pages hasn't been great, but he's a pretty good defender, just generally speaking. But he hasn't been as good this year as he was last year. Maybe that'll change. But you're not going to find a better defensive second short center field. You're not going to find a better group of defenders in the sport.
They're good. In fact, their infield as a group leads all other infields in outs above average, and it's not particularly close either. I mean, I think about how many balls are in play against particular. Well, it's true of the bullpen too, but particularly starting pitchers. And if they didn't have an infield, and they didn't have Scott in center, and they didn't have, I think Church plays a good left field. I know he screwed up a couple times, but I think he's pretty good. And Jordan Walker is a fine right fielder. So if they didn't have that, I cringe to think what their ERA would be.
That's a great point. And Bern, the realistic fix for especially the starting pitchers, this is probably true for some of the relievers that have struggled too. But the major fix is they have to stop walking people. It's not the worst in the league, but you're basically bottom third. And when you're bottom third in walks, but you are dead last in strikeouts, that's a bad combination. You can't be low level on both of those things. If you're going to walk people, you need to strike them out. If you're not going to strike people out, you can't walk people.
Yeah, and I don't know. So there are going to be times where the ball's in play so often. I don't. It's in play at a ridiculous amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long they can always count on the defense to bail them out. And because batted ball luck at some point will turn against them.
Yep.
The batted ball luck against their pitchers hasn't been all that bad. It's been pretty good actually. So yeah, I'm looking at the Cardinals. They are their walk rate's 11th highest.
Yeah.
No, 9th highest. Pardon me.
Yeah.
9th highest. So yeah, I mean that's the whole point. Like,
and that's controllable.
They give up so many hits.
Yep.
And they don't exactly keep the bases clean by by avoiding walks. I mean that's a really, really, really troublesome combination.
Yeah. And look, getting guys who aren't really equipped to strike people out to get more strikeouts is hard. But guys like that need to be able to throw strikes. It's really like the root of what's the problem is with Andre Palante is he's got a repertoire that is going to lead to contact, but he also doesn't throw strikes, or at least not consistently enough, which is why he always runs into trouble.
McGreevy, to your point, has allowed an average of about 7 base runners per 9 innings.
That's really good, yeah.
And his ERA is 2.49. So the sabermetric community, and I'm not putting him down, they look at McGreevy and they say, he's really, really vulnerable. He doesn't strike many out. He doesn't get a lot of swing and miss. And he's sort of outrunning his metrics, but that's not going to last. Okay, fine. If you want to say that. The reason why he does have a 2.49 ERA is because he's walked 3 hitters in 21 2/3 innings.
Right.
So
right.
He keeps the bases clean compared to the other 4 guys in the rotation.
Oof.
He keeps the bases clean, and that's if you would look, because I have it. If you would look at the base runners per 9 innings that he's allowed compared to his other 4 guys in the rotation, it's actually laughable.
Yeah.
I laughed at it.
Yeah, the other guys combined are double him.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
So anyway,
not a great combo.
Yeah.
But again, that is a fixable thing. That's not a stuff thing that you can throw more strikes. But of course, that also leads to more contact, which could be dangerous in its own right. And there's a lot of stuff to navigate in that regard as we go forward.
Yeah, because I don't know how fixable it is, really.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Well, not with people that have had time and haven't shown it. That's going to be really the interesting point. And then, of course, new guys will get opportunities coming up. All right, Bern, we'll hear from you again coming up on Redbird Rush Hour this evening. Have a fun weekend and tell us about Saliga before you take off.
You got it. Daikin Comfort Dealer, Saliga Heating, Cooling, been around since 1927. They've been more than just been around. It's the same family, Saligas. Dan Saliga, 4th owner, operator of the family business. And it's in great hands with Dan. It really is. Listen, the Micklases have been using Saliga, calling them, sometimes like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? And then we remember, oh, it's Saliga, help's on the way, nothing to worry about. They'll take care of it. And that's the way it's been for, like I said, 17, 18, 19 years. They're great because we trust them entirely. They come into your home. They're classy. They're totally professional. They're smart. the knowledge is obvious. Listen, they have this business has done this for 100 years, and they've maintained the highest standards that entire time. And so, just like the customers way back when who would call Saliga, the customers now who call Saliga can count on getting that trustworthy service and just the way you're treated, and no one trying to rip you off, and no one trying to talk you into something, no one trying to run up a repair bill. They'll look for the least expensive solutions first, and they'll explain everything. They'll answer as many questions as you have. They believe it's up to them to earn your trust at Saliga Heating and Cooling, and that's kind of what they live by, and that's what you'll benefit from. So if you would like to check out all the services they have, or if you just need help, the phone number is there. Go to SaligaHeatingandCooling.com. Thank you.
I tell you guys about my friend John Moriarty at E3 Wealth. I've been talking a lot about the fact that he is a financial planner and a business coach for people who own businesses themselves and who are entrepreneurs. That isn't to say that if you are a W-2 employee like me and you are concerned about retirement and maybe looking for some alternative asset classes, but your typical financial planner who's talking about 401ks and whole life insurance, they're not cutting the mustard. Either way, you have nothing to lose. Like, I kind of hate saying that. It's such a cliche, it's just a expected thing. But in this case, it's really true. It's going to cost you like a half hour of your time to sit down with John Moriarty. And I promise, absolutely guarantee you this, as savvy as you may be financially or as a business person, he's going to tell you things that you didn't know. It's as simple as reaching out to him and scheduling an appointment at e3wealth.com.
Get ready to laugh out loud, St. Louis. The outrageous Broadway hit Spamalot is riding into the fabulous Fox Theater May 5th through the 17th. From the twisted minds of Monty Python, this Tony Award-winning musical brings you killer rabbits, dancing knights, and non-stop hilarity. It's the legend of King Arthur like you've never seen it before. More information can be found at kmox.com/events.
It's Tom Ackerman for Ophthalmology Associates, the doctor's doctors, 314-966-5000 or online at youridoc.com.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
All right, Friday on DGS. Dave is out. Back on Monday, of course, tonight, just getting ready for the big gig at Delmar Hall. Rach, you got Flashback Friday?
I do. April 17th, back in the day. And as I say April 17th, I am reminded that it is my brother David's birthday. So happy birthday, David.
Big Dave?
Yes. The only person who calls him that is Dave Glover.
Well, that's why I did it, because that's all I've ever heard.
I know. And it's like, now it's like, oh, yes, Big Dave Zimmerman. It's like, sure.
Literally the only person that uses that. Damn, I was kind of hoping that was the real thing. Like,
no,
Dave.
it's very funny. I enjoy it a lot. Okay, 236 years ago in 1790, Benjamin Franklin passed away in Philadelphia. He was 84 years old. What a life he had.
Man,
what a life.
He was something.
Didn't even live to see 1800.
Man, he lived to see a lot, though.
Mm-hmm.
And he did a lot.
$100 bill.
He is.
97 years ago in 1929, Babe Ruth married Claire Hodgson at 5:45 a.m. to avoid fans who were expecting to crash the event at 6:30 a.m.
What in the world?
Who plans on getting... All right, guys. When asked where they were going to go on their honeymoon, Ruth said to the ballpark, and he hit a home run for her that day.
Look out.
That's cute.
That's why he's who he was.
89 years ago, it was 1937, and Daffy Duck made his debut in Porky's Duck Hunt.
Huh. Daffy's one of my favorites from that little universe.
I like Daffy. I always thought it was curious that we have Daffy in the Looney Tunes, and then we have Donald in Disney. So many ducks.
That's a lot of ducks.
I mean, it's just interesting. You know, you don't have like Porky Pig. There's not like a Porky Pig of Disney or a Bugs Bunny of Disney.
Yeah, after that for
or
Disney,
a mouse for Looney Tunes.
After that for Disney, it's all mice and dogs.
But it's like, man, but we had you got to have a duck. There's going to be some duck overlap.
Do you draw a straight line between Daffy and Donald?
I don't know enough about the history of Donald, but I mean, you'd think they were watching each other quite closely, and they were rivals.
I was going to say
that's just my assumption.
I think they're from rival ponds.
Okay.
Yeah, like the creator of Daffy is like, get a load of this Donald clown.
Yeah. Why they both talk weird too.
Donald probably came first, right?
They do both talk weird.
Yeah.
They both talk like ducks.
Apparently people think ducks have tongues, then they go.
They have a duck accent. Give me your Donald again, Kevin.
I have a Donald?
Yeah, you went.
I just went like this. I just did that.
Yeah, I wanted to hear it again.
I don't have a Donald impersonation.
62 years ago in 1964, Ford unveiled its newest model, the Mustang.
Pretty great car.
Pretty cute.
Yeah.
53 years ago in 1973, the Eagles released their second album, Desperado, featuring the title track and Tequila Sunrise.
Never been a big Eagles guy.
I like the Eagles.
There's a couple that are all right. I don't know. There's something. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's just too chill.
I had never heard of this before. 21 years ago in 2005, Chris Tucker was arrested at gunpoint for leading Georgia state troopers on a high-speed chase after he was caught doing 109 miles per hour on Interstate 20.
I had not. I'm sure I knew about it at the time, but that had been memory hold for me. I didn't remember that at all.
Tucker later pleaded guilty to speeding and trying to elude police. He paid a $7,000 fine. And one more for you. You'll like this. Both of you will like this one. 15 years ago in 2011, Game of Thrones premiered on HBO.
Love that show so much. I would argue the greatest television show ever made.
It was certainly ambitious, wasn't it? Like there's been nothing of that scale.
It's hard. You got to have that whole set of books thing to provide the universe for you.
Rhino Shield is far superior to even the best traditional exterior house paint. Rhino Shield is 8 to 10 times thicker than paint and comes with a 25-year transferable warranty. Rhino Shield is the only ceramic coating company that has been chosen by Disney, This Old House, and 3 times on HGTV's Curb Appeal, where every episode is concentrated on unpainted brick, bonds and seals to stucco, wood, hardy, block, color lock, masonite, and more. No better product for those steel aluminum sided homes that have become, chalky and tired looking. We coat sloped and flat roofs to extend their lives too. After 15 years, we've got a great reputation and a superior product. As long as it's affordable, why wouldn't you do it? Before you make the costly mistake of painting with traditional paint, you'd be best served to call Rhino Shield today. We are the experts and our evaluations are free. 877-25-RHINO or 877-25rhino.com. Tell them, ladies.
Don't paint, don't Rhino, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Another app for inventory, one for CRM. Oh, don't forget accounting. Wait, which login was that?
Or you could use Odoo, one fully integrated system that does it all without the hassle. Ditch the app overload. Get everything your business needs on one platform. Try Odoo free today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/groundadvantage to learn more.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
NBA fans, listen up. You can enter FanDuel's Play-In Palooza for a chance to win the share of $2 million in bonus bets every day of the Play-In tournament. All you got to do, place a live bet using your Play-In Palooza token. Then you will automatically be entered for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. So don't just watch the NBA play-in tournament from the sidelines. Go to FanDuel.com/Missouri to get in on the action. And don't forget to enter FanDuel's Play-In Palooza for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Must be 21 or over and present in Missouri. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Limit 1 entry. Profit Boost bonus issued as non-withdrawable Profit Boost token. Prizes issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Celebrating 100 years of informing and entertaining. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. The voice of St. Louis.
At 3 o'clock, we've got windy conditions. Right now, 83 degrees downtown at the Arch. Governor Kehoe has just declared a state of emergency in Missouri ahead of tonight's forecasted severe weather. Let's get the latest outlook on the weather from our Dave Murray.
Michael, it's a windy and very warm afternoon on this Friday, but we do have a cold front on the way, and that front is going to trigger a squall line that will come across the St. Louis area. We'll start to look for a couple of isolated thunderstorms after 4 o'clock, but I think the main window is between 6 and 11 o'clock tonight. It's a quick hit. It's not going to last very long, but some of the storms in the squall will be strong to severe, so we'll keep a close eye on it.
And by the way, Governor Kehoe says his declaration is a proactive step, not a sign that a disaster has already struck. The talking points between President Trump and Iran's foreign minister are raising questions.
President Trump told CBS News Iran has agreed to stop enriching uranium forever and that the U.S. and Iran would work together to remove Iran's enriched uranium, adding the U.S. will take it. Iran's foreign minister says that enriched uranium would not be transferred and that Iran has not agreed to hand it over. Earlier, Iran said passage for all commercial vessels through the Strait of Hormuz has been declared completely open. But President Trump posted the U.S. naval blockade on Iranian ships and ports will remain in full force until the peace deal is done. Lindy Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
Residents of a condemned South St. Louis apartment complex have been living in tents outside the building for 2 weeks until this morning when the units were boarded up and the tents were cleared. The Concord apartments were raided 2 weeks ago, leading to 13 arrests and more than 60 summonses. Police called it a breeding ground for crime, and the city condemned the building, leaving some with nowhere to go. Former resident Angel Shorter says she can't get to her belongings, still locked inside, and feels devastated.
I don't have my medicine. I don't have my cat. I have no money now. I have nothing.
Volunteers are on scene helping residents pack up and arranging transportation. A Missouri congressman is rolling out new legislation he says would change how Americans pay for health care.
Southwest Missouri United States Congressman Eric Burleson introduced the plan this week in Washington, saying it would expand health savings accounts, require hospitals and insurers to clearly list prices, and increase competition. Burleson says those steps would help lower healthcare costs and give patients more control over their healthcare dollars. Matt Pilger, Missouri Net.
From the business desk, airlines are paying more for the fuel it takes to fly their planes because of the war with Iran. But it's not just the cost of jet fuel that's an issue. It's also jet fuel availability and what that could mean for your travel plans. CBS News transportation correspondent Chris Van Cleve.
Airline industry analyst Henry Hartevelt says while the U.S. produces most of its jet fuel, travelers planning to go to Europe could face potential disruptions.
There may be some routes where the airline says, you know what, it's just too risky to send a plane over to Europe. If there's not enough jet fuel at your originating airport, your flight may have to make an intermediate stop to get more fuel along the way. That means a longer trip home.
No word on impacts from Lufthansa on St. Louis to Frankfurt, Germany, or British Airways on St. Louis to London Heathrow. Let's get an update of the St. Louis Business Index to Stifel and Kevin Monton. Kevin.
Hey, thanks, Michael. The markets closed today with a massive close, all-time record highs. Dow gaining 869 at 49,447. S&P was positive 84 at 71.26. NASDAQ was up 347 at 24,450. And even the Bloomberg St. Louis Index participated, up 40 at 1714. Stocks to the upside, Caleres gained 7% at 1371. And Edgewell was up 4.5% at 2340. Stocks to the downside, Spire was off 1.3% at 9231. And Centene negative 2.1% at 38.15. Finally, Stifel up 1.9% at 82.32. This has been Kevin Monton, Senior Vice President of Investment at Stifel, member SIPC and the New York Stock Exchange. For more information on Stifel, please visit our website at stifel.com.
That summer feel continues. Windy and warm this afternoon, partly sunny skies. We'll watch for some spot thunderstorms trying to fire up late this afternoon. 88 for the high. Tonight is probably the main event out of this thing. A cold front on the way. It will send a squall line our way with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some storms could be strong, though I don't think they're for everybody. But the stronger storms will produce some hail and high winds. Colder air in the northwest flow takes over after midnight. We go down to 49 degrees. Prime time to really keep an eye on the weather in the sky, 4 p.m. until about 11 p.m. The weekend, Saturday, partly sunny. It's cool. The northwest flow in place. Probably nothing more than a couple of spotty showers, but they will be around. 62. Saturday night, clear and almost cold. 42. Sunday, sunny and nice. 65. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM. KMOX.
At the moment, we've got wind. It's out of the south. At the moment, it's 16, gusting up to 26 miles an hour. 83 degrees downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
Brought to you by Staples.
Staples has hundreds of great ways to boost your brand, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through April 18th and save up to $125 on all your custom prints. Staples, that was easy.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
All right, it's Friday on DGS. Dave is out getting ready for the big show tonight, and that's the Dave Glover Band on stage as the Dave Glover Band for the first time since COVID. That's very cool.
All right.
And they'll be opening up at 8 o'clock, and then the following acts will be the Doobie Brothers tribute band, and then after that, a Clapton tribute. So it's going to be Beatles, Doobies, Clapton.
And where is this at? I'm sorry.
Delmar Hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, oh man, my wife and I.
By the way, everybody, Dalvin Reed's here.
Yeah. You know, one time and I was serving as provocateur, and I kiddingly said something to Joe Holloman. Said Joe, whatever, and realized that I had not introduced everybody on the panel. And so the next day I said well, I guess first of all, you all know that Joe Holloman is here. Let me introduce everyone else.
Yeah, well, we're all family. We all get along. You're here every week.
Yeah.
You and Elam, you just be a part of the
but
show.
I think people would understand, what's that voice coming through, right?
Who's that person? He's talking. So this is tonight is the second big night in a row. We got the Rock concert tonight, and what may have been a rock concert last night for you guys with Donnie Bash.
It was very fun.
Yeah.
Lively audience, a lot of people. Like I said, we do a pre-show kind of reception, and it was a little warm in the Sheldon last night. I will say that, but no, it's always fun to talk to people before the show and afterwards. I said the crew that highlight was during COVID when we were doing the shows like from home. My cat Ruben made a cameo appearance. He was just sitting in the chair next to me. I picked him up and said hi, say hi to St. Louis. So a nice lady asked, like, well, I wanted to ask, how's Ruben? Do you still have him? I said, Ruben is alive and well.
Ruben's still hanging in there. Huh? Good deal. And you had a new cast member with you this
yes,
year.
Rachel was introduced in the audience.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was nice. Thank you, guys.
Rach, did that feel like, oh my God? I mean, because you've been on DGS for a long time.
No, I was surprised. I was like, oh wow, that's really nice. They're giving me a shout out, and I was even more surprised that some people seemed to know who you were talking about. I was like, oh, they remember me. No, it was nice. It was very wonderful.
All right. So, and then several people told me how much they enjoy Rachel being on the show, and then one said, like, okay, if you had to pick somebody, like, somebody was on, you were going to pick somebody to replace them, but it can't be. It can't be Rachel, and it can't be Jason. And I said it. Well, I was gonna say Rachel, so
well, there goes that.
I said, oh, all right. He said, no, of course they're naturals. Right. So so anyway, a lot of people appreciated your appearance on the show.
Oh, thank you,
I
Alvin.
look forward to you being on again soon.
Thank you, Alvin.
Yeah.
There are quite a few people who enjoy both the DGS and Donnybrook. And like I said, I gave a shout out to Karen, especially last night, who came up and said hi. But yeah, lots of people who enjoy both. There's some crossover. There's some synergy going on here.
Nice.
And I
Okay,
like
I didn't realize that. I mean, obviously that would be so. But
Right.
So you saw some familiar faces.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, it was really
that's
nice.
cool too. Right.
Nice. Very cool.
Very highbrow, very intellectual are these two shows, aren't they?
yes, they're practically the same
Yeah.
program.
What do you got tonight? Are we watching the State of the City?
No, we are not. I might go back. I might go back and look at it later. But my wife and I are going over to a friend's house.
Nice.
And I have to do a trivia contest tomorrow night. So we said it was going to be either tomorrow or tonight. I said I got to do it tonight. And
All right.
So just a nice, really chill Friday night. Hopefully the storm will hold off maybe till a little bit later.
I mean, it's starting. You can see it's starting to build now. The trees are starting to blow outside the windows here in downtown St. Louis, and dark clouds are moving their way in.
Well, I'll tell you what, it can't be Alvin on a Friday if without something
You're right,
going
man.
on.
You bring a lot of nastiness.
I was going to say, like, it's either
snow.
It was snow one time.
Yeah.
Of course, the tornado Friday.
Oh my God, that's right. That was
the tornado Friday.
Man,
right. And so as the clouds started moving in, I said, it wasn't supposed to storm till later tonight. But of course, me driving down to do DGS.
Did you make someone mad?
I don't know. It just follows me. I mean, what was that? The cartoon and had, I can't remember it, but the guy had the little storm cloud over his head. It's an old one. It's an old comic showing my age here.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was even before me, quite
I'm
frankly.
only thinking of Pigpen.
Yeah, with the dust around
That's
here.
not a cloud, though.
I mean, this really predates, like even me either. I saw these. This was a cartoon, I think, back in the 40s or whatever.
All right. Have to look
I'm
that
looking
up.
at him now.
Oh, is there? You can find it?
It's a common trope from back in the day, I guess.
Yeah, right. And I forget the character. I would know it if I heard it. But he always had a cloud over his head.
All right.
Like a little storm cloud.
Okay. Is it Lil Abner? Like that?
Oh boy, was it Lil Abner?
I don't know. I just Googled it. I have no idea. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Was his name Joe? Joe?
Yeah, it's BTFSPLK.
All right.
What is that?
All right. I was going
Joe
I think that is it.
Is it?
Yes, I do think that is it.
Is it this guy?
Because I kind of thought that he the name is what?
Is that guy? No?
No.
All right.
Not that one.
Okay.
Because I think that's a little too modern.
Yeah,
Right.
it definitely looks it. It looks like a modern version.
This old cartoon.
Yeah. Oh, is it this guy with the hat? That guy right there? No.
No, not
Alvin's
that.
just like, no, you're crazy,
No,
man. What are you even talking about?
I
I can't.
Okay.
There's just too many. We can't sort this out while we're live.
you know what?
No, now's the time to do it.
I'm down the rabbit
No,
hole.
this is great radio.
Hold on.
And the thing
this is really stupid. I'm doing Google searches.
Isn't that the worst
And when
feeling?
you
Like,
did it, when you started, I thought one would pop up. That would be
Yes.
it. And they're like, look
Yes.
at your screen.
I'm like, how many can there be?
They're like 17.
Yeah.
Right?
How many can there be of that? Good Lord, man.
I think the Coyote had one episode where a storm followed him around. Right. So that was only one episode, though. So he'll probably pop up there, too.
So we'll get out of cartoon game.
Yeah, got a cartoon. Right. Are you watching this
No,
State of the City?
I'll do
Andrew?
like you. See, for things like that, whether it's that State of the Union, I'm not big on real time. I will watch I'll read about it first of all. I want to hear a summary of what went on. I will seek out the stuff that was notable, because with social media now, it's so easy to go find the clips and see that. I feel like almost all things like that are better after the fact because you can get to the important stuff and take out the fluff.
Yeah. And I think that, and this is not just, not at Mayor Spencer, but all mayors, all whatever. It's your chance to say what a marvelous job you're doing, kind of. And I don't have to listen to anybody basically explain, right.
Yeah.
And it's not like I sit around waiting for her to say, like, we kind of are slow on the tornado recovery or this, that, or the other thing. I think it's interesting. I guess you'll have to mention that, she sued the state over the, state police takeover. And she'll mention as to why, other people sued a year ago and, she was just getting around to it.
Yeah.
But, we chatted about it briefly last week that I think it did kind of get personal with her. But anyway, so there'll be parts of it that I'm interested in hearing what she says. And I'm not, like I say, I am not sliding all of the achievements that she got done. She got handled a lot because the tornado hit shortly after she took office. Now the whole police board wants to, bust the budget with police raises. So she got handed some things that she had no control over, so she has to deal with them the best she can. So I would extol what I did well too, but I don't necessarily have to hear anybody. And that previous mayor, president of the United States, governor, anybody, I don't. That's just an exercise in. Okay, yeah, you're basically telling me what you did on your job for the last year, and most of us aren't afforded that luxury.
No.
Yeah, but we say we're going to have a DGS show where each of us comes in and says, like, hey, what'd you do well over the last, like, I know what I did. I mean, but I don't really have to.
So, Alvin, you said that's tonight?
Yes.
That's the State of the City?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, 6:00. So you might have to squeeze that in before heading over to Delmar.
Yeah, I'm going to be like watching it on my phone during Dave's set.
And I think you were supposed to RSVP and they want you to be there by 5:30 so you can be seated in the media and they have a special area. I believe it or not, I was sitting in the parking garage and I was catching up on emails from today, and they had sent an updated one with all the final timing and all that on it. And I was thinking to myself, I won't be there. Now,
so Alvin,
like, I ain't doing that.
Will the Board of Aldermen be sitting there like the Supreme Court and Congress does?
I think they have. I think that they have a dedicated seats. It is not unusual for people to not be there.
Okay.
It is not like.
I mean, it is a Friday night.
Yeah. It is not like Congress where if you're not there, that's like a statement. I mean, this is one where the kid might have a ball game, or or dance, or
well. And in the past, when I saw Mayor Jones, it was always the video was always just her. It was never like panning around and showing what was going on.
Yeah, and I mean, I never went to one when she was the mayor, and I'm cranking out the paper and all that, but I never went to it. I like same. I had the same feeling about it. Like, okay, I mean, good. You've been the mayor a year, right? You got 3 more to go, right? Why anybody wants to be the mayor is beyond me.
It seems like it's interesting you said it that way because it seems like it's just the bigger the city, or even in the bigger the county, if you're dealing with county stuff, it seems like it's a constant putting out of fires. There's just always something that needs to be fixed, and that's not even counting the broader scope of like growing the city's economy and things like that.
Absolutely. Now, I said whoever runs for president on either side, I said, like, I think if it either me, Republican or Democrat, my first message would be, okay, media, social media people, all that, you're really not going to like me because you ain't going to hear very much from me. I'm going to do my job. But this every day, you're waking up to something else. I'd say, like, I'm just not going to play that game. And so I think that a lot of politicians probably coming in the next 2 years or whatnot are going to get out of that. I think if Brian Williams were to win the St. Louis County executive race, the new people that are coming on to the county council, I think the tone, I think the rhetoric, I think all that is going to come to an end. I think everybody's going to just settle down and try to get back to just governance. You know, it's not a TV show.
Yeah.
It's your job to run a community, run a city, run a county, and it's a tough job. So just do it without all the histrionics.
Man, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But you know what I was going to say, Kevin? I said easy for me to say.
Yeah,
You took the words right out of my mouth.
It's definitely one of those easier said than done type things.
Well, exactly. Sure. And it wouldn't be 2 minutes before somebody got on my nerves and I might say something. But at the same time, I really would be dedicated to. I am going to.
Are you announcing your candidacy?
No, not at all. Not at all. People always ask me that all the time. Nope.
I'm not doing it.
Right, but I'm just going to get out. I said, I'm not going to be in your lives. I'm not. I'm not doing it. And if people want to be that way toward me, be it on the council, be it on the board of Aldermen, whatever, I'm going to tell them I'm not playing that game. Somebody said, well, so-and-so said such and such.
I'm voting for Alvin.
Okay, right.
Have a good weekend, buddy.
Oh, you too, man.
Good to see you.
Good. Thanks, man.
The reason many of us hate insurance companies is because some of them act like bullies. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I've been dealing with these creatures my whole career. Whether it's a workers' comp claim, an auto accident, or a nursing home or medical mishap, the playbook is often the same: deny and delay. We became the largest injury firm in America for a reason. We fight the bullies. They know who we are, and I know it makes a difference for our clients. Just go to forthepeople.com and see our results and our verdicts after those bullies gave us their final offer. Hiring the wrong firm can be disastrous. Hiring the right firm could substantially increase your settlement. It's easy to get going. Visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer, or call us on your cell at pound law, pound 529. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. forthepeople.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Past results afford no guarantee of future results. Every case is different and must be judged on its own merits.
I'm Emma Grade, host of Aspire with Emma Grade, a podcast where I sit down with people who don't just dream big, they build big. From culture-shaping voices like Mel Robbins to leaders redefining success like Tracy Ellis Ross to game-changing entrepreneurs like Mark Cuban. Aspire is about mindset, ambition, and doing the work that actually moves the needle. If you're ready to raise your standards and take charge about the life and career you're building, Aspire is where you start. Follow and listen to Aspire with me, Emma Grade, an Odyssey podcast available wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Wait, everything on this IHOP value menu is just $6?
I told you it was amazing. A huge plate of pancakes, bacon, and eggs is just $6.
Wow.
There's also French toast, a ham and cheese omelet, and they got a BLT and fries now.
Okay, we're coming here every day.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Feast for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Do you ever feel like people are mumbling more than they used to? Or maybe conversations at restaurants and family gatherings have gotten harder to follow? If this sounds familiar, it might be time to learn more about your hearing. That's why we're inviting you to a special lunch and learn at the Audiology Center. This event is on April 29th for various time slots. It's a relaxed and friendly gathering where our certified audiologists will talk about hearing and hearing loss, answer your questions, and share how today's hearing aids can help you connect with the moments that matter most. Hearing loss often happens slowly, and many people don't realize how much they're missing. It's important to know how untreated hearing loss can negatively affect you in the long term. It's a no-pressure event, just good conversation and good information, and lunch is on us. Seats are limited, so please call 636-441-7470 to reserve your spot for our free lunch and learn at the Audiology Center on April 29th. Take the first step towards hearing more clearly.
Presented by Worldwide Technology, the Biz-Dash 5K is back. Produced by the St. Louis Sports Commission, a high-energy corporate race in St. Louis's healthiest happy hour. Thursday, May 7th at Energizer Park. Register your team at stlbizdash.com.
100 years, one legendary voice. We live KMOX's century of service. Classic audio, photos, videos, and more at KMOX100.com.
All right, it's DGS on a Friday. Dave back on Monday. He's just getting ready for the gig tonight at Delmar Hall. The Dave Glover Band taking the stage at 8. And everyone's going to be there but me.
Wheels, I'll FaceTime you.
Yeah.
I will.
I will be. I would probably get our table in trouble because I'm going to be at a trivia
You'll
night.
be
You
cheating.
can't have your phone out.
Be like, she's feeding him answers.
Yeah, right. You got to keep that thing's got to stay in your pocket. It's
Well,
just
I'll
that
take
simple.
video for you.
All right. You guys want to have a few minutes of some millennial fun?
Yeah.
I want to see if you guys can pass this quiz because it says that these are things that if you're under the age of 29, there's no way you'll know it. And it says, sorry, Gen X, sorry, Gen Z. So I guess if you're older than any, oldest millennial, you're not going to get these things either.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
get out of here.
I'm curious to see how you guys are because you're like right in the middle of your generation, right?
No, we're young. We're very young.
You're on the young millennials?
We're the youngest.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, we're not.
We're children now. We're old.
We're in the mid. We're right in the middle.
Because my kid is younger than you guys, not by a whole lot, but she's kind of on that edge between the Z's and the millennials. Like she's just right on that edge.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to run through a few of these
Let's
things.
be
but
nice.
It's not going to be long. What's that?
To be so young.
To be so young. Yeah. Try being the parent of people your age. A little different thing. All right. So this is a song that you got to give me. It's called the Millennium Anthem. What is the Millennium Anthem? You can give me the artist or you can give me the song. And the hint is that it wasn't really a hit right away, but then it became a huge hit and is now referred to as the Millennial Anthem.
Well, obviously, that's Clarity by Zed, the greatest song ever written.
Nope.
Is this...
This doesn't really set up like a question.
It is. It's a song.
This seems like an opinion.
No, it's the question. It says
So-
it was only a hit over a year after its release, but this song is now called a millennial anthem. Like,
Can we have like
Yeah, give us a hint, please.
a hint?
You want the band name?
There's a
Yeah.
lot of
Or do you-
songs.
Well, I mean, if it's really an anthem for the generation, I would think
Hold up.
everybody would know.
Hold up. Is it this stupid song? Does the band name have 3 letters?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Is it 1985 Bowling for Soup?
Oh,
nope.
That's a good question.
Okay, give us
It's
a
from
hint.
the Killers.
Oh, Mr. Brightside.
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
is that a fair description of that song for your guys' generation?
I mean, it was a hit when it came out. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
that
the
song
heck.
was
It wasn't the first single on the album, so maybe that's whatever. Like now, I'm mad at whoever wrote
Yeah.
this list
This
because
is
it's like
dumb.
you're just showing you have no. It is probably like
This
a
is
Gen
dumb.
Z person who was like,
Yeah.
it didn't even get popular until the next year. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because it was like the second single on that album.
Oh.
There's like a UK chart where that song was like on the charts for like 15
Who cares
years.
about the UK? They still have a king.
I just think
Yeah.
it's like
No,
the
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And
Yeah.
I'm confronting the next British person I see about that.
All right, do you guys know who Claude the Crab and Peace the Bear are?
no.
Yeah, no, I'm
This thing
sorry. I
sucks. I'm
don't.
not doing this anymore. I'm going to throw
Who's
this thing
Claude-
away.
Are they like on YouTube or
I don't
something?
know. It says
Are they
that- it
Beanie
says they are-
Babies?
I'm-
Oh, they're probably
Oh,
Beanie
they're
Babies.
They are. They're Beanie
Good,
Babies,
Good
yeah.
job, Andrew.
Yeah, I think I have Claude the Crab.
I'm like, these are like supposed to be the most popular millennial because you guys
And
are like, I don't know what that is.
Everything you say, we're like, no,
No.
stupid.
No.
Well, one of them was just name a song.
Yeah, we
No, but
didn't
it's
have
like-
like a millennial
it was-
meeting where we like voted on the anthem.
There are songs.
Yeah,
that
they kicked me out of the
generations-
Facebook group.
There are songs that generations have latched on to. And if it might, I figured there can be a few, but there aren't that many.
I just felt like that was Mr. Brightside's like an everybody song.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's not.
You don't got to
One
be
of the greatest
30.
songs of all
Gen X
time.
You don't got to
song,
be
though.
35 to like Mr.
No
Brightside.
Gen Xer is like hearing that and going, oh,
Not you, because you're a psychopath.
No Gen Xer is hearing that song and going, "It's my song."
What a great
I'm
opening
not saying they
lyric.
don't like it. They might like it. It's a good, people like it.
Don't say, you couldn't even bring yourself to say it.
I can't say it. I can't. It's too poppy.
All right, give us another quiz.
Yeah, keep going. This is fun.
Yeah, really fun. You just a bunch of dumbass questions.
It's hard to tell because of how mad I am, but I'm having fun. I say that a lot.
All right, so this is you'll get this one. This one is I don't know why this is viewed as
Thank you, Mitch.
thing.
Mitch says I'm 19 and I love Mr. Brightside.
He also said Mr. Brightside is the anthem of Mizzou.
Oh, is
if
it?
you know, you know.
Yeah.
Love it.
Man.
All right, what do you got, Kev?
I'm just gonna be another dumbass question.
Yeah,
what
we
it's
wanna
gonna be,
hear.
apparently,
Come on.
based
I want
on
it.
this one.
I need it.
All right, so it's a gesture often accompanied by a four-word phrase.
Oh,
that means I'm
double
not,
bird
means I'm not listening to you.
Talk to the hand.
All right, so that one's a success. But see, I didn't think that was a millennial thing. I just thought that was a thing.
I thought that was like
It's just called being cool.
yeah. It's just called being
killing it.
It's called being cool and with the times and totally tight.
All right, so this says that every millennial would know this. The early 2000s WB drama about three sisters with powers.
Charmed.
Okay, so you guys do know these things.
Yeah.
All right, I wouldn't have known that by any stretch of the imagination.
What was her name? Shannon Elizabeth. What was her name?
What?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Rosario
All I
Dawson.
know- all I
No,
know is
not
that was-
Rosario Dawson.
All I know is that was awful because I had to skip every damn question after that first one because they were stupid.
Well, what was one of those?
What's that?
Yeah, give us one stupid question before we have to go to break.
Now I closed it already. I rage quit the quiz because it wasn't going well.
Dave Murray's up next.
Chris Ronchi, Amy Mark Scores. The Chris and Amy Show. It's not the same old talk. It's fresh, it's different, and it's local. Chris and Amy dig into the news that matters, but they also keep it light, keep it fun, and keep you smiling. Serious when it needs to be, silly when it can be. That's pure entertainment with a local heartbeat. The Chris and Amy Show. Weekdays at 9 on the Voice of St. Louis. 104.1 FM. KMOX.
NBA fans, listen up. You can enter FanDuel's Play-In Palooza for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets every day of the Play-In tournament. All you got to do, place a live bet using your Play-In Palooza token. Then you will automatically be entered for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. So don't just watch the NBA play-in tournament from the sidelines. Go to FanDuel.com/Missouri to get in on the action. And don't forget to enter FanDuel's Play-In Palooza for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Must be 21 or over and present in Missouri. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Limit one entry. Profit Boost bonus issued as non-withdrawable Profit Boost token. Prizes issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, St. Louis. This is Ben Barnett, board-certified master arborist and owner of Timberline Professional Tree Care. The weather's warming up, flowers are blooming, and it's time to get back outside and start thinking about your trees. When you reach for your phone to call a tree contractor, we hope you'll give Timberline the opportunity to earn your business. Timberline is locally owned and operated and fully dedicated to delivering the best overall customer experience while providing the highest quality care for your trees. Every one of our crews includes at least one ISA certified arborist on site, not just in the office, but right there at your home, so you can be confident the work is done safely, correctly, and always with your tree's best interests in mind. From planting and fertilization to pruning and removal, we're committed to excellence in everything trees. So when it's time to make that call Timberline Professional Tree Care at 636-479-7475 or visit us online at stltreecare.com.
1 in 4 people surveyed by Bankrate.com say they're literally losing sleep because of worries that they may have not saved enough to retire. If you're ready to get serious about planning for your financial future, you could start by listening to the All Financial Hour with host Steve All of the All Financial Group.
What are your wishes, hopes, and dreams? What's retirement look like for you? Because everybody, that picture is different. If you want assistance, we can also help you at that point.
Saturday mornings at 10 or Sunday evenings at 6. right here on KMOX.
Giddy up! It's the Cardinal Cowboy. Is your garage door past its prime? Get a free repair or replacement quote from Renner Garage Door. Renner is America's oldest family-owned garage door company that serves both wholesale and retail markets. Right now, get $100 off a new garage door when you mention this ad. With trusted brands like Delden, Amar, LiftMaster, you know it's built to win. Renner's also hiring experienced techs and installers. RennerDoorSTL.com. Forward and back.
RENNER, RENNER.
If you owe the IRS, you have a legal issue, and you need the Lance Drury Law Firm. We'll protect your rights. Log on at LanceDruryLaw.com.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
We're watching an accident now. It's southbound on Highway 270, just before the Highway 55 exit. So that right exit lane is blocked with a vehicle off the roadway. Thanks to Roger Brand for calling this one in to me. Looks like there's a tow truck on the scene to get the vehicle out of the ditch. Southbound 270 drivers, you've got stop-and-go pockets approaching the scene there from, looks like about Gravois on down. It's heavy north of there, essentially all the way from Olive and Pockets down through Highway 44, back on the brakes again, as I said, approaching that accident. Got some heavy rain moving through the St. Charles County area as well, causing some rain-slowed roads out in the Wentzville area and headed east of there through O'Fallon on Highway 70 as well as on Highway 64. Westbound 64 drivers are already stop and go now from about Winghaven out past Lake St. Louis to Wentzville. Westbound on Highway 70, you've got rain-slowed traffic as well from Highway 79 out to Wentzville. Normal volume out of the city, westbound on 64 now from the Science Center to McCausland, southbound 170. You're on the brakes now from Delmar headed towards 64. In the Metro East, your only major slowdown is a short one, and it's all due to construction eastbound on Highway 64 from 255 all the way up to Illinois 157. I'm Frank Ladd on the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Looking to build your dream home? Lombardo Homes is known for quality, luxury, and thoughtful design in some of the area's most desirable communities. And for a limited time this April, we're offering something we rarely do. Exclusive incentives designed to help you get more from your new home. From a free finished recreation room to premium kitchen and cabinet upgrades to flexible perks like design credits or closing cost savings, there's an opportunity waiting for you. But these offers are available in select communities and only for a short time. Visit LombardoHomes.com or stop by a sales office today.
Today, the Cards, the Astros.
Cameron Total Access 615. First pitch 7:10.
Cardinals Radio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Dave Murray's weather forecast is sponsored by Chesterfield Fence and Deck. Chesterfield Fence and Deck is your premier provider of fences, decks, patios, sunrooms, and more. Call them for a free estimate today, now offering 20% off your next outdoor project. Chesterfield Fence and Deck, chesterfieldfence.com.
And Mr. Brightside is brought to you by Mitch.
Good luck to you, Mitch. Mizzou.
Mitch is joining us on the stream, and of course told us earlier, Dave, that that's supposed to be considered a quote millennial.
And I don't know.
And Mitch is only 19, so
Dave goes, I don't know.
Yeah, I like the song,
yeah,
but I believe Michigan was the first one to come up with that as far as the theme.
You mean for like a sporting event?
For football.
Yeah.
So
football
what is
in
it-
particular.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask the dumb question. What does it have to do with football?
They play it at games. And
Oh,
the
I
crowds,
didn't know
and
if
the
there
crowds
was-
go crazy.
Well, the way Dave Murray just said it, it was almost as if it was like, oh, naturally they picked up on the double meaning of Mr. Brightside. So, but
Oh,
it's just a fun song that
They
everybody
just turned
likes.
it into it. So they started playing it, and then the student section would go nuts, and they would sing along and do their thing. And
Gotcha.
it's kind of like Sweet Caroline or like other songs that
Yeah.
have been picked up like that. And I think you're right, Dave. I think it was the University of Michigan that did it first in the sports world, but then a lot of people picked up on it because they're like, hey, these college kids like this. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
And Mitch is proof. Mitch is proof. Dave,
true.
Mitch also asked you a question. I don't know if you saw it on the stream there, but he asked if severe weather days are like a playoff game for you.
But his follow-up of that is, do you not like it because it means more work? Now, Mitch, this is a lesson for you. Work has never been a problem for me.
Yeah.
If I have to work 100 hours, I will work 100 hours.
Because you like
And
this.
so, it's big time. It's big time.
So you feel the same way about this. I mean, we've talked about this before, but to you, this is what I am with baseball. If it's extra, you got a busy schedule, you're seeing a lot of ball games. That's fine. It's baseball. I'm good.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. It's what I do. You know, it's what you do. Yeah.
And you picked it because you loved it. It didn't go the other way around.
No, I was interested since fourth grade in weather.
That's cool, man. So
if you really look at a lot of people, especially the older generation, how they got into weather, they got interested in it 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. It wasn't something that it just was, oh, I love this stuff.
Was the draw then the unknown and wanting to learn about it? Or was it just like, this is just amazing to see and I want to...
Both. Both. Obviously, both.
Yeah.
I think I've told this story before, but what really got me interested, I was interested in astronomy at a very young age.
Yeah.
And what really got me going was we were living in Leawood, Kansas, outside of Kansas City. And I was a young tot. And I was sitting on the front doorstep watching a major severe thunderstorm outbreak and tornado outbreak, watching funnel clouds hang down from the sky and everything. And I thought it was very cool. And did my mom freak out? No. She said, enjoy it. Enjoy it.
That's it. That's how, honest to God. I know from like my generation and before, that would have been the reaction. Now it'd be like, get in the house, get in the house, get in the house. When we were kids, it's like, you can watch it. It's fine. You're okay. Just stay on the porch.
And I have to respond to this one. Jacob says, Mr. Fancy in Leawood. Okay. Mr. Fancy, go back 60, 70 years. Leawood was a farm town.
So I'm guessing Leawood is fancy now?
I guess so. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've gone back.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Right.
My, I'm a trained weather spotter, Dave, so we're almost colleagues. Because I did a 90-minute class to see storm clouds. But it is one of the cool things. And I think having been outside quite a bit of my life as a baseball player, specifically as a baseball player, you do kind of notice things and feel changes, and you can kind of see, all right, something's coming. Like it feels. I don't know how to describe it, but if you felt it, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep. And so, there are people who have had broken bones, growing up and stuff like that. And that reaction is called biometeorology. There's actually a field in that.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh, that's really
cool.
So,
yeah, it works. It definitely works. And we've got your bones are probably acting up right now. How's that for a segue?
Yeah, my knee was a little cranky, and I think you're right. I think
my knee gets a thing.
We got some stuff, don't we?
Yeah, we do. In fact, a tornado watch just went up for the St. Louis area.
Okay.
That will be in effect for about 6 hours or so. And there's a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings just out to the west, especially in Franklin County and pushing into St. Charles County. It's a thin little line. It is approaching Ellsbury right now, it's over Winfield. It's coming close to St. Charles and then Maryland Heights. And that's kind of the little batch right there. It's moving off to the northeast, but there are warnings on that for the possibility of some high winds. Then we have to go back to the west quite a ways. There's tornado watches all over the place, from Texas all the way up through Iowa and Wisconsin, really. And so we've got a cold front on the way. It's going to be interesting. The prime time for scattered showers and thunderstorms will be now until about 11 o'clock tonight. That's why that tornado watch has gone into effect. I think the stuff that's way out west is going to pull itself together into a squall line and come across the St. Louis area. So what we're seeing right now in some places, that front is still in northwest Missouri. It's got a long way to go. So let's really pay attention to the weather. I don't think everybody sees severe weather, because as this line pulls together and comes across us, it will be dark for the St. Louis area. So we'll start to lose a little bit of a punch. But the main feature is really intense, dangerous lightning and winds of 50 to 70 miles per hour, straight line winds. There could be some isolated tornadoes right along that squall line later on tonight. So again, let's pay attention. Not everybody is going to see severe weather. It is just not going to be that kind of event, but it's an active night. There's no question about it. Front comes through late tonight, winds shift to the northwest. Here comes the colder air. We'll go down to 49 by morning with some gusty winds from the northwest. Tomorrow's kind of an interesting day. I think we wake up to clouds. It's windy, clearing skies during the afternoon, 62 for the high on Saturday, but it feels colder. 42 Saturday night, Sunday sunny, breezy, and 65, but 72 on Monday and near 80 degrees Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we're riding the Buck and Bronco on temperatures once again.
We're kind of not quite in that roller coaster mode we were in a few weeks back, but seems like a smaller, like a kiddie version of that.
Yeah. It's like the starter roller coaster.
The little guy that all the kids get to go on. Yeah. Good stuff.
So again, if you're going out tonight, it's the start of the weekend. So a lot of folks kind of lose track of stuff, and rightfully so. But don't lose track of this.
Okay, we'll keep an eye out. Rach, want to do some headlines?
Yeah, let's start with this survey here that shows that over half of Americans now need a side hustle just to survive. 53% of Americans say they struggle to cover essential expenses without the extra income from their second job. And this is according to the Penny Hoarders 2026 survey.
Man.
3 in 4 survey respondents said rising costs have increased their reliance on earning extra income outside of their regular job. So here's some of the things that people said. 53% said they would struggle to cover those essential expenses. Like I said, they earn $1,275 from side jobs per month on average. 44% of respondents have 2 side gigs, and 73% prioritize flexible schedules with their side hustles. Makes sense.
Yeah.
65% of these people end up experiencing burnout. That also makes sense. 62% treat these side gigs as financial backup, and 3 in 4 say that inflation increased their reliance on their side job.
Yeah. All makes sense.
It's tough out there, folks.
Yeah. And it's interesting because, like just as an example, I mean, I've always kind of had something on the side going, whether it was outside of radio, like maybe it was writing for a little while. It's been coaching for the last 18, 19 years. I wouldn't ever say that like, okay, I'm relying on it, but I want it. Like it's all, and maybe I just learned that from my dad because my dad always had a side hustle. He was refereeing hockey and doing stuff like that in addition to his regular job. So mine might just be I picked up the habit watching it at home.
Let's see. Next story here. I thought you guys would would enjoy debating this one. Maybe a Carnival passenger just got $300,000 because she was overserved on her cruise. So Carnival Cruise Line must pay $300,000 to a former passenger after a federal jury in South Florida found the company negligent in serving the woman more than a dozen shots of tequila before she ended up falling down some stairs and suffering a possible traumatic brain injury. According to the lawsuit, this woman was a passenger when she was served at least 14 shots between 3 p.m. and 11:30 p.m.
Were they all from the same bartender?
I do not know the answer to that question.
Because how else would a bartender know how many shots you've had? And were she getting them herself, or were people bringing them to her?
These are all great questions. Yeah. I don't know the answer to that.
Man.
But she experienced a fall sometime between 11:45 p.m. and 12:20 a.m. Not great that we can't pin that down to a better time. That caused her to suffer a concussion, headaches, and a possible traumatic brain injury, back injuries, tailbone injuries, bruising, and even more injuries. Jurors were presented with evidence of 30 minutes of missing surveillance video. So I don't know if
seems like a
Carnival
problem.
is accused of maybe destroying that video, something like that. A statement from Carnival Corporation says it respectfully disagrees with this verdict and believes there are grounds for a new trial and appeal, which it's going to pursue.
Yeah, that's it. That I know that like a bar can be in trouble if you overserve. Like there's a precedent for that. But in that case, I would assume it's like the same 1 or 2 people feeding you drinks the whole time. A cruise ship is really big. You could be moving all over the place.
Yeah. So at that point, they would have to be basing everything on your behavior.
Right.
But the problem is
Are you getting the drinks yourself, though?
Exactly. And some people can act a lot more sober than they actually are. So it's definitely a tricky situation.
All right, Dave, we'll be looking out for the rough stuff tonight. Have a good weekend, bud.
You got it. You too.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
I'll start with the good news. This traffic update is brought to you by Artistic Decks. They are clearing the cones out of the way. Southbound Highway 270 approaching the earlier accident at Highway 55. So those should be out of the way pretty quickly as the trucks are there. The cones are out of the way. The car is loaded on a flatbed and long gone. However, southbound Highway 270 approaching Highway 55, you've got those issues. It's still there. Still some delays from south of 44 down to the accident scene. North there, you've got stop-and-go pockets now from Highway 64 down to about Manchester Road out of the city. Your normal volume westbound on Highway 64, passing the Science Center, making your way out to McCausland. Southbound 170 has stop-and-go pockets as well. And then it's heavy in that left lane approaching Highway 64. Those stop-and-go pockets start at about Olive Boulevard. Out west, we had a report of an accident now westbound on Highway 64 at Spirit of St. Louis Boulevard. The rainstorm moved through there earlier, so you're already rain slowed. So it's a slow stretch from about Topgolf headed out west towards Spirit of St. Louis Boulevard, westbound on 64. Out west, westbound 64 still stop and go now from Winghaven out past Lake St. Louis. That rainstorm has moved out of the way westbound on Highway 70, so it's opening up a little bit between Highway 79 and Wentzville. I'm Frank Ladd in the microsportingoutlet.com Traffic Center.
Ready to hit a home run with your backyard? Call Artistic Decks. We're celebrating 25 years of A-plus service with massive rollback pricing. Get a professional custom-built deck for less. Hit it out of the park with Artistic Decks. Call 314-280-0821 today.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Each year in St. Louis, 10 women are recognized for volunteer leadership that changes lives. They support families, strengthen communities, and create opportunities where they're needed most. Join us Tuesday, May 19th at the Ritz-Carlton for the 2026 Women of Achievement Awards Luncheon. Celebrate their impact and be part of a tradition more than 70 years strong. Reservations available at WOASTL.org. For more information, go to KingdomOX.com/events.
Working hard but still falling behind? Learn how real estate investing can help you build income and move forward with purpose. Text radio to 88007. That's RADIO to 88007. Presented by Lifestyles Unlimited.
Breaking news for your home. Wayday. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home, like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Wayday long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair, and all up to 80% off during Wayday. Shop Wayfair's Wayday from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We've been here 30 years, 30 Christmases in this house, and we have the traditions that most families have.
That's Terry talking about her experience with Rhino Shield ceramic coating.
We did Rhino Shield 14 years ago, and the house still looks the same as the first day. Rhino Shield really worked with me to help me get just the right, nice, soft yellow, and it's 14 years later, and it's the same color.
The main reason Terry called Rhino Shield is because it's backed by its 25-year transferable warranty.
It just sounded wonderful that we could have the house coated with Rhino Shield and not have to worry about it again for 25 years.
Take it from Terry. Give Rhino Shield a call now for a free evaluation. 877-25-RHINO. 877-25-RHINO or visit 877-25rhino.com.
There have been neighbors that have come by and said, "Did you just have your house painted?" Because they wanted to know who the contractor was. And I said, "No, it's actually Rhino Shield."
877-25rhino.com.
Oh, man. You done did it, Rach.
Today is going to be the day that they're going to throw it back to you. Come on,
quiet.
Andrew.
By now, you should have somehow realized
Are you
what
guys
you're
opening for
gonna
the Glover
do.
Band tonight?
Yeah. We are playing the Oasis Brothers.
I would love it if you guys played that and Mr. Brightside and just played them, but then sang along with them on stage.
Yeah, we play them off our phone.
Like the opener.
Like
to
Justin
the
Bieber
opener.
at Coachella.
Yes. Hey, so now there's precedent. Just put some video behind it. That's what, yeah.
Andrew, we should do that.
Yeah,
I bet we would have at least 5 people
What
show
would you
up to
guys
that.
call what would your duo name be, the two of you guys?
Oasis, probably.
Oasis 2.0.
I don't think anybody's using that one
The
yet.
improved Oasis.
Yeah, the
would be
new
like-
and improved.
You guys like we're the third and fourth Gallagher.
Oh, just because we don't yell at each other all the time, we don't get
that's
all the
true.
attention.
No, you guys can't be that because you don't fight enough. Just be those two guys.
Andrew and I really don't ever argue or fight.
You don't. You guys are like.
And even if we have an opportunity
aligned.
to, we usually just immediately take the off ramp to not. Because I just don't really like being in. I was telling Steve
There's
earlier
no worse
today,
feeling
Wheels,
on earth.
I like arguing with you because I know you don't care.
It
Like
doesn't bother
it's
me,
not
no.
going to affect our relationship
Yep.
in any way. So it's like, all right, that's kind of fun. But as far as like actually being in a conflict with someone, it's one of the worst things to me. I don't like
it's
it.
an absolutely horrible feeling. So anytime that like
a
even
real
one
conflict
would,
or like the ones we get into.
frankly, both. Like,
Really?
yeah, like look, it's fun. We all do it. It's great to have the fights with Kevin or whatever.
But I
I gotta
like
be
one a
frank.
week.
I gotta be frank. I do still feel pretty lousy when I come out the other end.
Yeah, it's not
I
great
don't.
for my nervous
Yeah,
system.
I don't generally like that's not your fault. I'm not putting that on you or
I
anything.
mean, it's partly my fault.
No. I seriously put none of it on you. But I just am not good at like it gets my heart racing.
His cortisol spikes. He
My
feels like a
cortisol
total
spikes.
wrong.
That's what I like.
He knows he
I'm-
looks chopped after that.
I can't argue. I'm not argue maxing right.
Oh, that would be me. I'm the argue maxer. Yeah.
Tell you guys about Mike at Michael's Baths. This is the easiest live for me at the moment because you already know what he does. You look at Bath Fitter, you look at 3-Day Kitchen and Bath, big national companies. They have focused the last few years on just doing bathrooms. Mike has done that for 30 years now. He's a general construction guy, great craftsman, carpenter. But 30 years ago, he said, I really like doing bathrooms. I don't enjoy knocking down walls and general construction anymore. And so that's what he's done. He added about 3 crews. He's up to about 10 crews now because you guys called him so many times during 2025. He's typically 30 to 50% less expensive than Bath Fitter and 3-Day Kitchen and Bath. He also uses all made in the USA products. He's a great guy, family owned and operated. Every dollar you spend at Michael's Baths is going to stay right here in the St. Louis area. Give him a call, 636-775-0800. michaelsbaths.com.
It's been said that our eyes are the windows to the world, and so it stands to reason we should take care of those eyes, right? And wouldn't you want to entrust that care to vision experts? Well, that's what you'll find at Ophthalmology Associates, specialists in every field of eye care, and they all share the common mission to provide their patients the highest quality of personalized care and attention. Thorough eye exams, cataract treatment, advanced vision correction surgeries, all aspects of eye care that's right for you is right at Ophthalmology Associates. This is Rick Wallace. They have been my trusted partners in the health of my eyes for almost 30 years. They are the best. Ophthalmology Associates, Doctors Birdie, Malhotra, Brusati, and Royer, 3 St. Louis area locations. Visit youridoc.com or call 314-966-5000.
Don't miss the Route 66 Centennial Festival at the Missouri History Museum, April 30th through May 3rd. Bring back memories of the Mother Road's stunning natural scenery and roadside attractions, and explore its complex history and impacts on communities across the region. Featuring a concert by Sweetie and the Toothaches, a classic car show, neon display, food trucks, lectures, kids' crafts, and more. All activities are free. Schedule at mohistory.org/festival.
There's a new kind of energy at Starbucks. When your day needs a reset, try the all-new energy refreshers. Strawberry acai, mango dragon fruit, or the all-new mango strawberry. The refreshers you love, now with extra caffeine. New energy refreshers only at Starbucks.
Staples has hundreds of great ways to boost your brand, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through April 18th and save up to $125 on all your custom prints. Staples, that was easy.
You know, most sellers put their home on the market and they just wait to see what happens. Well, I'm Kevin Wheeler, and I'm here with Gloria Liu with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. And Gloria, is there a better way to sell?
There is. Instead of listing your home the traditional way and hoping for the right buyer, I can get you up to 8 competitive cash offers right from the start. That means you're not guessing what your home might sell for. You're looking at the real offers and choosing the one that works the best for you. It also helps you to set the right price and create stronger demand if you